second, Ziegler Namo at first. Volmerding looks at second, pitch clock to 2. His pitch is swung on and fouled off the mask of the catcher Collins. Still 0-2. There was an incident last night where there seemed to be a heckling fan that was following Coach Hill around. And at one point, I want to say it was in the 9th inning, that it got a little more personal than it should have. As Volmerding looks at second, his 0-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chased a curveball low and away. There's 2 away here in the first. That will bring up Sage Lancaster. And it got to a point where, and I think the cameras on the ESPN Plus broadcast caught it, it got to a point where Hawaii's head coach actually said something back, and we're not sure what. But I was talking to some people downstairs in the dugout before the game, and they said, yeah, it seemed to get pretty personal, and it was kind of going on all game up until that point where it was just a little too much. First pitch curveball tipped back by Lancaster, 0-1. Hitting .229 is Zage. 1 home run, 10 runs driven in. No score, top 1. You're at second base, Ziegler Namo at first. Volmerding. Long peek at second. Now his pitch. It's a fastball down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. But yeah, that all coincides. I mean, we're told it's a fan who was just kind of walking around, kind of almost following him around in the stands. It was kind of weird. 1-1. That misses low and inside. 2-1. 84 mile an hour, like a changeup from Volmerding. Kind of similar to Ness, who just his changeup was just filthy. The fastball will hang around that 89-90 area. 2-1. This is lined down the right field line, but that will go foul. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's also the environment. Get a lot of students. I think you probably got a lot of open house people who were here. It's nighttime baseball. It's a pretty intense game. You never know what could happen. 2-2 to Lancaster. Is strike 3 called over the outside corner. Curveball at 78 miles an hour, and Lancaster down looking to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. And 2 base runners left will go to the bottom of the first. Hawaii nothing, Cal Poly coming to the plate. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Sports Stand Sporting Goods is Hawaii's best baseball and softball store. At Sports Stand, you'll experience the largest selection of baseball and softball gloves and bats in Hawaii. You know the rules. Quality sporting goods always at a price you can afford. Stop by Sports Stand Sporting Goods in beautiful downtown Waipio, 94-547 Ukea Street, Suite 303. Or give them a call at 808-676-STAND. That's 808-676-7826. Remember, at Sports Stand, it's not just sporting goods, it's a way of life.
At Dow Electric Supply, we're your local-based company with your needs in mind. We see the light in Hawaii, and rest assured, we are with you all the way. Our sales counter and will call are here to serve Hawaii's electricians, developers, utility companies, businesses, and homeowners. The Dial Lighting Gallery showroom is open by appointment only. Go online to www.dialelectricsupply.com. Open weekdays from 7 to 3. At Dial Electric Supply, we see the light.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Hawaii strains 2 at the top of the first inning. The bottom half here, Larry Lee's batting order, pretty much the same from yesterday. Dante Vecchini in left field leads off. Batting second is second baseman Ryan Fenn. Alejandro Garza at third base, hitting third, and the cleanup hitter is catcher Jack Collins. Batting fifth in center field is Casey Murray Jr. The number 6 hitter is right fielder Dylan Kordick. Hitting seventh and shortstop Nick Castellon. Cam Hoyland, the designated hitter, will bat eighth, and hitting ninth is first baseman Jake Downing. They will go up against Hawaii right-hander Liam O'Brien. The righty from Tucson, Arizona, has a 2-1 record, a 2.04 earned run average, and took his first L of the season last Saturday against Long Beach State. 2 1/3 innings, 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks. The big thing for O'Brien, it's the strike zone, and it's finding the strike zone. That has been a big problem. The stat, 18 walks in his last 5 games. He has 18 strikeouts in that stretch, but the walk number way too high for your liking. As Dante Bikini will start things off in the bottom of the first against O'Brien. Bikini hitting .296, 2 home runs, 24 runs driven in. He hits from the left side. And the first pitch from O'Brien is down and away and skips away from Hawaii catcher Hunter Faldo, ball 1. Defensively, Kamana Nahaku in left, Matt Miura in center, Jared Quant in right. Same defensive alignment with Zage Lancaster, Jordan Donahue, Shunsuke Sakaino, Ziegler Namoa, third to first. 1-0, down and away. 92-mile-an-hour fastball, 2 balls, no strikes. Hunter Faldo is behind the plate, just as he was last night. Working with the 6'5 righty O'Brien. From the windup, 2-0. And that is low. 3 balls, no strikes. So already, O'Brien kind of struggling here out of the gate. 3-0. That's high. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk right out of the gate from O'Brien. And that will lead Ryan Fenn to the plate.
Number 8, Ryan Fenn.
The redshirt senior hitting .331 with a home run and 18 runs driven in. Key here for O'Brien is, you're going to miss here and there. How do you battle back from that? Pitch to Fenn is low. It's all fastballs, and they're all missing. 1-0. And maybe the closest to the plate was the ball 4 to Bikini, which was just above the zone. 1-0. That's high. 2-0. That time he went away from the fastball. 6 straight pitches out of the strike zone for O'Brien. And Hunter Faldo is going to go out and talk to his right-hander. And so will first baseman Ziegler Namoa. And I think Hawaii may get some action already going into the bullpen. We're kind of blocked off from who's tossing in the bullpen, but I do see a catcher putting on his gear. And so that gives me the indication the bullpen's already going to start to get going. And that is worrisome. Fortunately for Hawaii, they didn't have to use much of their bullpen last night. Credit to Corey Ronan for his 2 2/3 innings. And then Magdaleno shutting things down in the 9th and the 10th. Bikini leading off the first. 2-0 count to Fenn. O'Brien to the plate. That's low and in, ball 3. Ball rolls away from Faldo, but no advance. 3 balls, no strikes. That fastball just has no command to it. None whatsoever. There it looks like, is that a lefty up and throwing in the pen? I think it is. 3-0. That's low and away, ball 4. Wow. 8 pitches, 8 balls, 2 walks. And Garza's going to come to the plate. Alejandro with his first career home run last night. And out comes, is Rich Hill? Oh, he's going to give out the defensive signals here for Hawaii. Third baseman Lancaster's coming in. So is first baseman Ziegler Namoa. There is indeed action in the Hawaii bullpen right now. That does look like a lefty who's loosening. Pitch. That's low. Ball 1. 92 and below the zone. And here comes Rich Hill out of the Hawaii dugout. 9 pitches in, and Liam O'Brien has still not been able to throw a strike. He came in 22 walks to 35 strikeouts, the 22 walks the most on the team. Against a team like Cal Poly, you just cannot afford to give them these opportunities without even letting them swing the bat. And so far, they haven't. And nothing's been overly close. So everybody getting together here on the bump. At some point, O'Brien is going to have to settle this down. No score. We're in the bottom of the first. But 2 walks right out of the gate to Vakini and Fenn. And O'Brien has put himself in a world of trouble. Vakini's at second, Fenn's at first. It's a 1-0 count to Garza. Hitting .341, a home run, 25 runs driven in. 1-0. Inside, 2-0. And this crowd starting to sense, hey, he misses, get a little louder. That fastball is just all over the place. Can't imagine Garza would be swinging here, 2-0, and he's not. And there is a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. And even that was very much borderline. First baseman Ziegler Namoa is still in. Crashing, Garza showed bunt, pulls it back, fastball away, 3-1. If he walks Garza, does Rich Hill pull him? I mean, action has been going on now for several minutes in the pen. 3-1 from O'Brien. Low and away, ball 4. And he has walked the bases loaded here in the bottom of the first. Vakini to third, Fenn to second, Garza's at first. What happens here? Jack Collins, the Cal Poly catcher, coming to the plate. And let's see, I see Rich Hill at the edge of the dugout. What is he going to do? He's standing right at that front edge. And I think he's going to let O'Brien face one more hitter. Collins hitting .354, 10 home runs, 41 runs driven in. Bases loaded, nobody out, and Collins takes a called strike. That's the first slider he's thrown. And he hits that middle of the plate. I mean, the fastball's not working. Now time is called, and O'Brien's going to be warned for not engaging with the hitter. Not that that's... I mean, he's got more concerns than engaging with the hitter right now. But at least he starts off this at-bat with a strike. 0-1. O'Brien, his pitch. Ooh, look out. Slider high and inside. 1-1. That didn't look initially like there was going to be some break to it. .84 miles an hour and not in the area code. 1-1. That just upstairs. Another slider. Here comes Rich Hill. That's it for O'Brien. Wow. Liam O'Brien not able to record an out. And Rich Hill has seen enough. O'Brien has thrown all of 2 pitches in the strike zone. And that looks like it is going to be Sebastian Gonzalez who is coming out of the Hawaii bullpen. And I'm sure from Rich Hill's perspective, clearly, you would love to bring Gonzalez in a situation where it's fourth inning, fifth inning, well, more so sixth inning, if you could have him bridge off of a starter who's giving you some innings. Instead here, Rich Hill had no choice. And in a 2-1 count, Hawaii skipper says, you know what? We're in serious trouble here. We got to make a move now. And that is exactly what he's going to do. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by HCAMP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. So we got a pitching change here. We will tell you about Sebastian Gonzalez when we come back. No score, bottom of the first inning, but the bases are loaded with nobody out. With this pitching change, we step aside for a minute. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, voted Hawaii's best carpet and flooring company. Stop by Abbey's showroom on Nimitz Highway and see the amazing 7MTC flooring. This revolutionary product is made out of melamine. It's resistant to fading, stains, and even pet scratches. Come by and see the Scratch Test Challenge. 7MTC, available now at Abbey Carpet and Floor.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, where Hawaii goes for flooring.
Contractor's license number C19140.
The Hawaii Wall and Ceiling Industry Association is looking for skilled drywall installers, finishers, and cement plasterers. Whether you're a journeyman or an apprentice, we offer great opportunities for career growth in Hawaii's thriving construction industry. You'll enjoy benefits like health insurance, paid vacation, and a retirement plan. If you're dependable and excited about being part of a great industry, call Lisa at 808-271-4195 or go to hwcia.com. That's hwcia.com and apply.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Sebastian Gonzalez in out of the bullpen. He inherits a 2-1 count to Jack Collins, who swings the first pitch, pops it in the air, but fouls it back over our heads. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Liam O'Brien walked all 3 batters he faced. I think he's still on the hook here for this one if Gonzalez can't get him out. But the bases are loaded here in the bottom of the first. 2-2. Swing. This one's driven deep out to left field. Nahaku toward the line. Chasing. Watches it land. Foul. Foul. And very, very close to the line, deep out into left field. That was very, very close. We're watching the replay here in the box. Oh, hard to tell. Because that landed the warning track, and the chalk seems to fade there in the track. So it was very hard to see. But it is now 2-2. I mean, it looked like that was going to track foul, but very, very hard to tell. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Lucchini at third, Fenn at second, Garza at first. Gonzalez fires. Check swing. Ball gets, oh, was it touched? They say it was. They say it was foul tipped. And it stays 2-2 because that ball got away from Faldo and it trickled behind him. But the home plate umpire says that ball was tipped. So another chance here for Gonzalez to try to work out of this. We'll give you his numbers here in a moment. 2-2. Way high and outside. It's 3-2. That was not close. And there's nowhere to put Collins. First baseman Ziegler Namoa playing behind the runner. Shortstop Donahue creeping in. 3-2 is high, ball 4, and that walks in a run. 1-0 Cal Poly, bottom 1. Bikini scores, Fenn to third, Garza to second. Collins draws the walk, his 13th of the year, but also his 42nd RBI.
Casey Murray Jr.
So Casey Murray Jr. will step in. Still bases loaded, nobody out. Hitting .278, 4 home runs, 19 RBI. Pitch to him is outside, 1-0. That walk issued to Gonzalez. 1-0 count. Next pitch. Off the end of the bat. This one sprayed shallow center field. Racing in Muir. The center fielder makes the catch. Tagging from third, the runner. Here comes the throw home. It's not in time. Sac fly RBI for Murray. It scores Fenn from third, and it's 2-0. Muir got as much of that as he could on the throw, but offline and late. So 2 out. Murray the RBI, his 20th. And here's Dylan Kordick. Kordick, the right fielder, who's hitting .294, 5 home runs, 21 runs driven in. Garza still at second. Collins is at first. Those 2 runs charged to O'Brien. Left-handed hitting Kordick swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. This inning started with Liam O'Brien walking the bases loaded. Gonzalez walked Collins to bring in a run. Then the sac fly brings in the second run. So 2 runs without the benefit of a hit here in the bottom of the first. 0-1 is skied in the air out to right. Moving back the right fielder, Jared Quant, moving to his right still. He will make the catch. Runner from second tags up. There's the second out of the inning as Garza gets over to third. 2 away. And Collins will stay at first, and Nate Castellon will step in. .316 hitter, a home run, 21 RBI. So if you're looking at it from the perspective now of Rich Hill, you've got to be thinking, don't let this get too out of hand. Keep it to 2 runs. You got to feel like it's a minor victory at that point. It's only the first inning. First pitch left up and fouled back by Castellon. Hitting .316. He's got runners at the corners with 2 out. How much length can Hawaii get out of Gonzalez in this game now? 0-1. That's a called strike. Fastball, bottom of the zone, 0-2. I think there were arguably questions after last weekend about Hawaii's starting rotation. Lack of length, lots of walks. And Takemoto was fine yesterday. Hawaii needed that from him. 0-2 is a slow roller, left side. Lancaster charges, he can't handle it. And that's going to bring in a run. It's going to be an infield hit that will score Garza from third, and it's now 3-0. Lancaster charging it into his left. It was in his glove, popped out before he could transfer it to his throwing hand. That's the first hit. And that's the 3rd run of the inning for Cal Poly. Collins over to second. Castellon with the RBI. His 22nd, and those are all the runs that were Liam O'Brien's responsibility. So Hawaii can close the book on O'Brien now. First pitch, fastball, strike 1 to Hoyland, who homered last night. Hoyland coming in hitting .340, 3 home runs, 10 runs driven in. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fastball left over the outer half. Count, no balls, 2 strikes. Gonzalez, his pitch. This is hard hit right side. That gets through into right field. They're going to wave around Collins. Here comes the throw home. It's cut off by Ziegler Namoa. And it's 4-0 Cal Poly on the Hoyland RBI. Smacked it hard through the right side. Quant's throw wasn't going to get there in time. And Cal Poly has put up a big inning here in the first. And they are not done yet. Here comes Downing. Downing, the first baseman, hitting .362, a home run, 8 RBI. For nothing Cal Poly. Downing hitting from the left side. Pitch to him is down and away. Faldo blocks it. Runner trying to get to second from first. Ball's bobbled. Now they throw home. It's high. The tag, and he's out. Castellon tried to get home off of the throw that went over to second. It was darted back. The throw was high. Faldo got the hand down and got the tag, and that's going to be the inning. But a 4-run inning for Cal Poly on just 2 hits. No errors, and 1 runner left on base. After 1, Mustangs 4, Rainbow Warriors nothing. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
I'm Hal.
I'm Jerry.
I'm Kay-Hao.
We got your lumber.
We've got your hardware.
Bring your lumber list.
Email us your list.
Bring me your blueprint.
We've got you covered.
Get a quote from us.
Itajuti listahan nyo kanya.
Get a quote from us.
Get a quote from us.
We've got you covered.
We love our customers.
Go where the contractors go. Hardware Hawaii. Contractor's choice.
Aloha from Waiakea. As a proud corporate sponsor of University of Hawaii Athletics, we're committed to keeping our athletes and fans hydrated with delicious volcanic water straight from the Big Island. Our water originates atop the Mauna Loa volcano as rain and snow melt, filtering through thousands of feet of porous volcanic rock and re-emerging at the surface as refreshingly crisp, naturally alkaline water. Learn more at waiakea.com and find us at most stores across the islands. Live aloha, drink Waiakea.
Aloha, this is Stan Mahilona from Sports Stan. You're listening to University of Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Top 2 from San Luis Obispo. 4-0 Cal Poly leading Hawaii. As Hawaii Baseball brought to you by Lex Brody's Tire Company. Wear your University of Hawaii apparel when you visit any Oahu Lex Brody's location and get an additional 5% off your purchase. Quant, Takemoto, Faldo, 6, 7, and 8 in the order against Josh Volmerding, who himself had his own issues. Hit Shunsuke Sakaino, walked Ben Ziegler-Namoa, but got a couple of strikeouts to end the top half of the first as right fielder Jared Quant will step up. .324 hitter, 2 home runs, 28 runs driven in. First pitch to Quant is a high chopper foul right side, 0-1. Quant had the RBI fielder's choice last night. He's driven in a run in each of his last 5 games. That's 6 RBI in that stretch. Went 1 for 4 last night. Third baseman, Garza, playing in on the grass. Next pitch. That runs down and away. Only a cutter, 1 ball, 1 strike. Center fielder Murray Jr. shaded toward right center. For the line, the 1-1 from Volmerding is high, 2-1. Volmerding's been a key Saturday guy for Cal Poly because he's put his team in situations to win. 2-1 comes in on the hands and is poked back by Quant. 2-2. He has earned a winning decision in 4 of his last 6 starts without taking a loss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Quant sits and waits. The pitch is a curveball for strike 3. Painting the inside corner to Quant, and there's the first down of the second. 3rd K in a row for Volmerding. And Itsuki Takemoto, who tied the game with a sac fly RBI in the 9th last night, will step up.
Designated hitter number 17.
Takemoto hitting .255. A home run, 13 runs driven in. Lefty versus lefty matchup. And the first offering to Itsuki is a strike taken on the outer half, 0-1. Takemoto, even though he had that RBI last night, he was 0 for 3 in the game, and he has been in a cold stretch at the plate. 0-1, swing and miss. Chases a cutter, 0-2. And here's the thing with Takemoto. He is 0 for his last 16 at the plate. 0-2. That's down in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. By the way, I'm told they credited the walk to O'Brien. Live stats had it credited to Gonzalez, so that's the way we had it. Next pitch, Takimoto pops up a curveball, left side, foul territory. That will head into the seats. And bounce into a fan's hands there near Kruko's clubhouse. Thank you, Steven. Yeah, the live stats initially had it going to Gonzalez, and that's kind of what we stuck with. And I'm guessing live stats still says it goes to Gonzalez. So they'll have to address that. 1-2 off the end of the bat. That's line foul to the left side, right off the Matna hitting facility. So it should be O'Brien's walk. But I'll let the folks who officially do that. That's what I thought too, right at the outset. 1-2. Cutter blown away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But yeah, Takimoto, his last hit came in the 4th inning, March 24th, against UC Davis. 2-2, Takimoto waits. And the pitch is a curveball, and he takes low. 77 miles an hour. And he was kind of bouncing out of the batter's box, kind of hoping that one missed the zone. So count goes full. 3-2 to the Hawaii DH. Fastball hit through the left side, base hit for Takimoto. And that will end his 0 for 16 stretch at the plate. A 1-out hit here in the second. So here's Hunter Faldo, the Hawaii catcher. And a note on Faldo, the catcher hitting in the 8th spot in the order. And I was told this before the game. This is the first time a Hawaii catcher has not hit 9th since the Bows played Chaminade. And that was several weeks ago. First pitch to Faldo, takes low and inside, ball 1. The exact date, because I know that doesn't necessarily translate for some, that goes back to March 11th. 1-0, next pitch. Faldo, hard hit through the left side, base hit. Which makes the catcher hitting in the 8th spot make sense. Faldo coming in was hitting 186. He keeps the inning going. Hawaii with 2 hits in a row. And Donahue coming up. Moving down to the 9th spot in the order is Jordan. He's hitting 260 with 5 runs driven in.
Shortstop number 3, Jordan Donahue.
This is exactly what Hawaii needed after the 4 spot at the bottom of the first. Mustangs lead 4-0, top 2. Now can Hawaii chip into the deficit? Pitch to Donahue. Takes. That's a ball low and away. In and out of the glove of catcher Collins. 1 ball, no strikes. Elsewhere in the conference, CSUN leading UC San Diego 3-2. That's in the top of the 6th inning. 1-0. Vormerding looks at second. The pitch. Runners go, and Donahue bounces it through. Base hit left side. It's knocked down by the shortstop. Runners trying to come home. The throw is late. Takimoto's going to score. And it is 4-1. Well, credit Castellon. I thought that was going to get through into left field. Castellon knocked it down. Takimoto still ran through, got around third, and still was able to score. And Hawaii quite lucky for that. Donahue, the RBI, his 6th. It's now 4-1. So, indeed, a base hit. But fortunately for Takimoto, scoring from second on an infield single. Faldo to second. Pitch to Shunsuke Sakaino. Not past the glove of Castellon, the shortstop. He actually ends up knocking it down to his right. And the bases are now loaded. So that's 4 hits in a row now for Hawaii. everything to the left side. Castellon being challenged here. So Faldo to third, Donahue to second, and we'll get a mound visit here as Hawaii down 4-1 here in the second has the bases loaded and just one out. That run, by the way, Takemoto scoring on Donahue's RBI. That run brought to you by Sports Stand Sporting Goods. It's not just sporting goods, it's a way of life. So Volmerding running into a little bit of a jam here in the second inning. Takemoto hit through to the left. Faldo hit through to the left. Donahue infield single. Sakaino infield single. All to the left side. And Matt Miura grounded into a fielder's choice back in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. This would serve to be a massive, massive lift if Hawaii can keep the train moving. Pitch to Miura. Takes strike one called. Fastball hitting 91 on the inside corner. Faldo, Donahue, Sakaino, third, second, and first. 0-1. Miura takes down and in right at his feet. Count 1-1. This also gives Sebastian Gonzalez some time to just breathe after coming in relief in a brutal bottom half of the first inning. Count 1-1. Next pitch. Breaking ball. Miura just gets a piece of it and fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Volmerding's pitch count 41. Here in the second inning, he's only been able to record 4 outs in this game so far. 1-2. And the pitch. Swing. Miura sends it out of play to the right side. Still 1-2 the count. Last night was a 4-2 10-inning win for Hawaii. Shinsuke Sakaino was the hero in that game in the 10th. Here, Cal Poly, just like last night, starting with the lead. Breaking ball, Miura, hard hit to short. Picked up by Castellon to second for 1, on to first. Double play, inning over. 6-4-3. Castellon defend to Downing, and the inning comes to an end. But Hawaii does plate 1 run on 4 hits. There were no errors and 2 base runners left. We will head to the bottom of the second. It's 4-1 Cal Poly. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Craving the ultimate burger experience? Look no further than Honolulu Burger Company in Kaimuki. Every juicy burger is crafted to order, featuring local grass-fed beef. At Honolulu Burger Company in Kaimuki, every bite is pure aloha. Whether you're a classic cheeseburger fan or adventurous with island-inspired toppings, you'll taste the freshness and you'll be supporting local. Honolulu Burger Company at historic Kaimuki, across from Queen Theater. Go Rainbow Warrior Baseball. Good luck.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, voted Hawaii's best carpet and flooring company. Stop by Abbey's showroom on Nimitz Highway and see the amazing 7MTC flooring. This revolutionary product is made out of melamine. It's resistant to fading, stains, and even pet scratches. Come by and see the Scratch Test Challenge. 7MTC, available now at Abbey Carpet and Floor.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, where Hawaii goes for flooring.
Contractor's license number C19140.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Bottom of the second, 4-1. Cal Poly leading Hawaii, and the Mustangs getting such a crucial double play at the end of the top of the second inning to limit the damage to just the 1 run that Hawaii was able to plate. Sebastian Gonzalez out for his second full inning because he came in, got all 3 outs in the first. Liam O'Brien's line is done. 3 runs, no hits. He threw 16 pitches 14 of them were outside of the strike zone. Jake Downing was at the plate when Nate Castellon was thrown out at home. So Downing out to start at the bottom of the second, and he takes a fastball high. 1 ball, no strikes. There's some debate on that walk to Collins. O'Brien started the at-bat, fell behind 2-1. He was replaced mid-at-bat by Gonzalez, who offers a strike. It's dropped by Faldo behind the plate, and it's 1-1. And they, I think, have officially credited it now to O'Brien. So that's 4 walks at O'Brien's ledger. Next pitch, slider misses away. 2 balls and a strike. And that's usually the case. Sometimes we like to go by live stats, and live stats doesn't always, get it right all the time. 2-1 is fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But the folks here in the press box, they are awesome. We've got a really, really good crew here, and got it all straightened out. Nice job by them. 2-2. Breaking ball, line back foul. It's been an adventurous first inning and a half. And I think it may leave very lingering questions as the 2-2 is in on the hands, floated to right field, base hit for Downing. So the number 9 hitter gets on base to start the second. If you're asking for my personal opinion on it, I think it does leave some questions about O'Brien's viability in the rotation. If you look at his last few outings, and the number here on O'Brien, 22 walks now in his last 6 games. Bunt shown, put down right side by Bikini. Picked up by the first baseman, Ziegler Namal, who places the tag on Bikini racing up the line. And the out is recorded, sack bunt 3 unassisted. It does the job, it gets Downing over to second. And Ryan Fenn, who walked and later scored, comes up here. So O'Brien, his last few outings against UC Davis, went 3 1/3. He didn't allow a run, but he walked 4 and struck out 2. Here's the pitch to Fenn. Breaking ball, bounced foul left side. Against CSUN, 4 1/3 innings, 3 runs, 2 of them earned on a hit. 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Long Beach State, 2 1/3 innings, 3 runs, 2 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Next one, fastball, rolled it to short. Donahue picks it up. His only play is to first. It's in time, 2 away. Gonzalez, I thought, believed that Donahue had a chance to get the lead runner. Instead, he took the sure out to first, goes 6-3. Downing gets over to third. And Garza will step in, who also walked. Let me backtrack, too. Before the Davis, CSUN, Long Beach State outings, you had 2 outings prior against UC Riverside. Didn't allow a run, but he walked 5. 4-1, Cal Poly, bottom 2. Gonzalez's pitch is a breaking ball low. 1 ball, no strikes. The question then is Cooper Walls a number 2 guy? And down and away, 2-0, another breaking ball. And if O'Brien's not in, who's your number 3 guy? Is it like we've seen in the past 3 years where your number 3 guy is a TBA played by ear guy? 2-0 off the end of the bat. That's rolled foul. 2 balls and a strike. We've become accustomed to that, although this year it's been very different. Cooper Walls has settled into a nice Sunday role. Rich Hill is out of the dugout. He's saying something to the home plate umpire. What is he saying? He's having a long-distance conversation with home plate umpire Christopher Torres, and now he's walking a little closer. And I wonder if it's something to do with where Garza is in the batter's box. Now, I wonder what it is. It's something about eyes. I wonder if there's an engagement issue. I'm not sure. But conversation is over. Remember, before the game, Coach Hill had a somewhat lengthy discussion with the umpires, and we don't know what it was about, but it was a little odd. 2-1. That is a curveball low, 3-1. We're close. We're just not that close to be able to hear everything going on, and that was kind of a chat out of the blue. 3-1. Fastball line right into the leaping glove of second baseman Sakaino, who goes to his right, snatches it out of the air, and ends the inning and robs a hit. We'll call that a catch of the day. Brought to you by Young's Fish Market, home of the Wow Lao Lao. And it keeps the score 4-1 as we go to the third. You're listening to Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Did you know that 1 in 4 vehicles on the road will need a new battery this year? Don't wait till it's too late to do something about it. Test your battery regularly, and if you need a replacement, Napa has you covered with a full range of long-lasting, high-performance batteries for every make and model on the road. So don't wait until your car won't start or you're stranded on the side of the road. Test your battery today or find the replacement you need at Napa locations nationwide, because it's our mission to keep you moving. Napa! Give your engine the attention it deserves with the advanced formulation of Napa Full Synthetic Engine Oil. It delivers faster oil flow for superior temperature protection in the harshest conditions. Defends against sludge and buildup while keeping your engine running cleaner, longer. And improves fuel efficiency by reducing friction, helping you stay at peak performance mile after mile. Try Napa Full Synthetic Engine Oil today. Available now at Napa locations nationwide. Napa!
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Go to the top of the third. Cal Poly leading Hawaii 4-1. This third inning brought to you by Ushijima Architects Incorporated. Hawaii will have 3, 4, and 5. Ziegler, Namoa, Nahaku, Lancaster coming up. First, we pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu, presented by Sports Stand Sporting Goods.
Your official radio home of University of Hawaii Sports is ESPN Honolulu, KKEA Honolulu, 1420 AM and 92.7 FM.
Josh Pacheco with you from Baggett Stadium here in San Luis Obispo. It is a 4-1 Cal Poly lead as we go to the top of the third. Ben Ziegler-Namoa walked back in the first inning, as he'll lead off against Josh Volmerding. Pitch to Ziegler-Namoa, swung on and line back foul. Between innings, Coach Hill was back out again, and he seemed to have another much more brief conversation with the home plate umpire, with kind of the impression that it might have had something to do, again, with what he was arguing about at home. And the only thing we could kind of gather is the 0-1 is a bit high. 1 ball and 1 strike. The only thing we could kind of gather when he pointed to his eyes, that it gave the impression that he was talking a little bit about engagement from the hitter, engaging with the pitcher in a timely manner. 1-1 upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. So there's a quick chat between innings, and ultimately he would make his way over to the third base box. 2-1 is low, 3 balls and a strike. And before that first pitch in the inning, he was having a brief chat over at third, and that was it. 3 balls, 1 strike to Ziegler-Namoa. Next pitch is high. So ball 4. Ziegler-Namoa has walked twice, and that will bring Kamana Nahaku to the plate. Let us know where you're listening from here, game 2 of this series. You can send us a message on X Tell us where you're listening, how you're listening at Josh on the Radio on X. We'll say hello during this afternoon's broadcast. Your normal road hellos as Nahaku, who struck out swinging, steps up here. Nobody out in the top of the third, and he looks at a strike. Sage Lancaster is due up next. Line score, 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Cal Poly, 1-4-0 for Hawaii as they check on Ziegler Namoa. He stands back in. I was talking to one of the coaches before the game about what ultimately was Ziegler Namoa scoring that tying run in the 9th. 0-1. Popped in the air. This is going to stay in the infield, middle of the diamond. Castellon, the shortstop, makes the catch. There's out number 1. And it was a shallow fly ball to left of Vakini, and what kind of the thought was is, hey, make him throw it and make the catcher place the tag. And ultimately, the throw really never made it home, wasn't close. Sage Lancaster swings to the first pitch and rips it into left field for a 1-out hit. Ziegler Namoa will stop at second base. 2 on here with 1 out. And Jared Quant will head to the plate. I mean, it was shallow, and I was certainly a little surprised that they sent him, but left fielder Vakini never really got his throw over to home. It went to the cutoff man. The cutoff man, I don't think, was expecting it, and it went past him. But it did get Quant over at third, and that was how things wrapped up in the inning. Pitch. That's down in the dirt, blocked by Collins. 1 ball, no strikes. I mean, that was ultimately a do-or-die play. Runner tags from third, you throw him out at home, game's over. But ultimately, he scored. That kept the game going. 1 ball, no strikes. Quant waits, pitch. That misses in. That cutter at 85. 2 balls, no strikes. Did not have as much bite coming back in over the inside corner. Two 2-0. Volberding's offering. Runners go. This is chopped left side. Shortstop, backhands. Castellon's throw to first is not in time. He kind of took a slight bit of time transferring it from the glove to his hand, and his throw to first to beat the speedy Quant was late, and the bases are now loaded here in the 3rd inning. And Itsuki Takemoto will come up. So Ziegler Namoa at 3rd, Lancaster at 2nd, Quant is at 1st. Takemoto singled into left field his first time up. 4-1, Cal Poly leading top of the 3rd. And Hawaii certainly not backing down after that 4-run first inning. Pitch to Takemoto is a breaking ball high. 1 ball, no strikes. Volmerding hasn't had, he's walked 2 batters. He didn't have the Liam O'Brien problem, but he has given up 6 hits. 1-0, next pitch. Swing, that one sent out of play, back to the left. 1 ball and 1 strike. The fortunate thing for him, Hawaii stranded 2 in the first because he was able to end the inning on back-to-back punch-outs. And then in the second, they got that inning-ending double play. So Hawaii stranded 4 in the first 2 innings. 1-1. That's a curveball low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. This place is packed here today. Got beautiful weather. You got open house weekend. So you got potential students, current students, potential and current families all here. 2-1. Takemoto looks at strike 2. 92 on the gun on that fastball. And so it's kind of cool on open house weekend when you have games here for some of the students. You get to see what student life outside of the classroom is like. 2-2. outside. Fastball not close to the plate, 3-2. But that's not all they have. There's some lacrosse event, I think, going on way out beyond us. Saw some people with their lacrosse gear. There's that, too. There's a rodeo going on. 3-2. Takemoto drives this out to center field. Murray Jr. twisting back. Now will circle and make the catch. Runner from third tagging. That's Ziegler Namoa. He scores. Also tagging is Lancaster. He gets over to third. Sac fly RBI from Takemoto makes it 4-2. So you don't need to get all of those runs back, but one at a time, eventually you'll drip, drip, drip back in it. Takemoto RBI, his 14th. That run brought to you by Sports Stand Sporting Goods. It's not just sporting goods, it's a way of life. Lancaster to third. Quant still at first. Hunter Faldo singled through the left side of the diamond. Back in the second inning, he is 1 for 1. 4-2 Cal Poly, top of the third. Pitch to Faldo. Takes curveball down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. So, yeah, the big thing is they've got this rodeo going on not too far away. So we were all kind of warned, get here really, 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 really early. Like 3 to 4 hours early to get parking because it's bananas here on campus. 1-0. That misses inside. 92 and off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. I'm not much of a rodeo person, but clear there are plenty of people who are. 2-0. Swing. Faldo sends it out to right field. Kordic racing in. He will make the catch, does the right fielder. And that ends the frame. Hawaii does get one more. A run on 2 hits. No errors. And for the third consecutive inning, 2 runners left on base. Mustangs lead 4-2 as we go to the bottom of the third. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Building a winning program requires vision, careful planning, and expert execution. Since 1994, Ushijima Architects has provided the highest quality professional planning and design services for various projects throughout our state. Our highly experienced team provides the full spectrum of services, from feasibility studies and master plans to complete architectural design work. Call us today at 808-946-9544. Ushijima Architects is a proud sponsor of University of Hawaii Baseball.
Sports Stand Sporting Goods is Hawaii's best baseball and softball store. At Sports Stand, you'll experience the largest selection of baseball and softball gloves and bats in Hawaii. You know the rules. Quality sporting goods always at a price you can afford. Stop by Sports Stand Sporting Goods in beautiful downtown Waipio, 94-547 Ukea Street, Suite 303. Or give them a call at 808-676-STAND. That's 808-676-7826. Remember, at Sports Stand, it's not just sporting goods, it's a way of life.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Go to the bottom of the third. Cal Poly 4, Hawaii 2. Mustangs looking to get on the board in this series after losing last night 4-2 in 10. Rainbow Wahine softball has looked good on the road, by the way. Hawaii won last night, game 2. Goes to Hawaii today 8-5 over Cal State Bakersfield. 12 come from behind win of the season for the Rainbow Wahine, and the first win of the year for Millie Fidge. Hawaii trying to stay in the Big West tournament picture, which in softball, it's the top 6 that get in. So Gonzalez, Sebastian facing Casey Murray Jr., Dylan Kordic, Nate Castellon. And the first offering is a check swing strike to Murray, who had a sac fly RBI in the first. As of the moment, Hawaii is third in the Big West softball standings at 6, tied with Seaside. 0-1. That's a called strike. Fastball at 88, bottom of the zone, 0-2. So good to see Bob Coolin's team doing well in Coach Coolin's final year, retiring after this season. Gonzalez peering over his glove, pitch count clock down to 1, is offering. Fastball way high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. we were talking earlier about the starting pitching situation, and could O'Brien's outing is the 1-2 is a strike called on the inside half. Murray now looking for the first out of the third, and Dylan Kordick stepping in. Sebastian Gonzalez, who was the Friday night guy to open the year, some would say Gonzalez could be the logical choice, but Sebastian Gonzalez has been great out of the bullpen. Gonzalez has not allowed an earned run since March 7th at UC Riverside. First pitch. Swing, that's ripped past Lancaster at third and into left field. One out hit for Kordick. That will extend his hitting streak now to 11 games. And he gets on base for Nate Castellon, who had an RBI single back in the first inning. That UC Riverside outing, also worth noting, was Gonzalez's final start. So here's Nate Castellon. Pitch to him, left-handed here. That's a curveball down and away, 1 ball, no strikes. Do the math on Gonzalez. That's 5 appearances out of the bullpen in a row where he is not allowed a run in pretty lengthy innings. 1-0. Fastball, a strike called on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's 16 innings without a run out of the bullpen. Hopefully my trusty live math did me right. 1-1. That's a waist-high fastball, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So can you really take him out of that role? And part of me says no. 1-2. Gonzalez fires. This one lined back, an off-speed pitch fouled off. Still 1-2. Gonzalez gave up 13 runs, 11 of them earned in his 4 starts, and never got past 4 1/3 innings, which is why he's been kind of moved to this role, but he's thriving. Runner goes, 1-2, Hyatt inside, throw from Faldo to second. Is it going to matter? No, they're going to call batter's interference. So the runner at second, and the home plate umpire doesn't want to hear it from Larry Lee. He's telling him to go back to the dugout. Home plate umpire made the call because of batter's interference. The runner's going to be moved back to first base. Think you can hear what people below our microphone believes about it. The point is,
that's horrendous.
Sorry, just for the person who's standing below our microphone, he didn't touch him, but he certainly impeded the throw. So because of the batter's interference, the batter is out. That's Castellon. Or I'm sorry, Castellon gets back there. Here's Castellon. Actually, I made a mistake. It was Collins who struck out. First pitch to Castellon's outside. 1 ball, no strikes. I was actually ahead by a batter here in this inning. It was Collins who singled. Murray Jr.'s at first. He singled after the Collins strikeout. Kordick out on batter's interference. They'll check on Murray. He's back in. There's been so many pitches thrown that it's just thrown off my book. It goes off as, for Kordick, it goes off as 2 unassisted interference. And they check on the runner again. He's back. I was almost, as I was watching that happen, it was off the swing. So I was almost expecting that call was going to be made. But interesting, the way Christopher Torres, the home plate umpire, was, as they checked again on the runner, he's back. The way he was adamant about his call. He was kind of like saying, hey, Larry, I don't want to hear from you. This is my call. It's the correct call. Don't argue it. Gonzalez is 1-0. Fastball is high. 2 balls, no strikes to Castellon. 2 out, runner on, bottom 3. It's 4-2, Cal Poly leading Hawaii. Gonzalez fires. It's a fastball fouled over our heads. Strike 2. Or strike 1, I beg your pardon. 2 balls and a strike. Big lead off of first for Murray Jr. They'll snap one over. He's back. I love that there's a guy sitting right below our microphone. I just love it. The boos are loud. Runner goes. This one line into left center field, base hit. This one's going to head all the way to the fence. Murray Jr. rounding third. He's going to come in and score on an RBI double from Castellon. It is 5-2. Hit and run was on. And Castellon drilled it into the gap. His second RBI of the afternoon. First run allowed by Gonzalez out of the pen all year. And that extends the lead. It brings up Hoyland, who had an RBI single back in the first inning. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Cal Poly. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Hawaii. Hoyland hitting from the left side, and the pitch to him. Swing and a miss on a curveball, strike 1. The good news for Hawaii, they've kind of limited the problems here. Still only the 3rd inning in a 5-2 game. 0-1. Another curveball. There's a strike over the inside half of the plate. 0-2. Look over at second. Gonzalez's pitch. Swing and a miss. Goes off speed again. And there's strike 3. 1 run does come in, though, on 2 hits. No errors and a base runner left. We will head to inning number 4. It is 5-2 Cal Poly. You're listening to Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Aloha! Looking for a financial institution that understands your needs? At Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union, we're committed to helping you live your best financial life. Whether you're looking for a great savings account, low-interest loans, or the best in personal banking, we've got you covered with great rates and friendly service. Plus, we're locally owned, so you're more than just a member. You're family for life. Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union, serving Hawaii with aloha every step of the way. Become a member today at hificu.com or visit us in person. Membership open to Oahu and Maui residents. Federally insured by NCUA.
Healthier is working together as a team. Hawaii Pacific Health's team-based approach is designed to make sure you see the right healthcare expert at the right time. It's about collaboration that brings together the skills and personalized care you need. And it's about coordinated care from a team of physicians, nurse practitioners, registered nurses, and other specialists, all working together to help you live healthier. Learn more at hawaiipacifichealth.org/healthierlife.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
5-2 Cal Poly. We go to the top of the 4th inning here from Baggett Stadium. Hawaii will have 9-1-2. Donahue, Sakaino, Miura to face Josh Fulmerding, who he's been up and down. 2 runs, 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Timely couple of strikeouts in the first, double play in the second, and that has allowed him to minimize any trouble he's been in. Jordan Donahue had an RBI single in the second. He's 1 for 1. He'll be followed by Shinsuke Sakaino and Matthew Miura. Third baseman Garza in on the infield grass in case Donahue wants to drop a bunt down. Pitch to him. A fastball in on his hands. Ball 1. Next pitch from Volmerding. Just low. 2 balls, no strikes. Volmerding's been kind of in and out of the zone. His pitch count's been a little elevated. 2-1, just below the letters strike one. He's at 66 pitches coming into the top of the fourth. But he's been fortunate. 2-1. Swinging a high chopper to first, picked up by Downing to his right. He'll jog to the base and record out number 1. So 3 unassisted. Shunsuke Sakaino stepping in. They say hello to some of the folks tuning in today. Brandon, beautiful day for baseball. Let's go Bows, time to rally. And he says he's still listening on his trusty battery-operated radio. Love it. Always good to have those in emergencies, too. Nice job, Brandon. Pitch to Shunsuke Sakaino. Bouncer to the right side. Second baseman Fenn has it and will throw Sakaino out at first. 2 away. So 2 down. Quickly here in the top of the fourth. Hawaii trailing 5-2. There's Matt Miura. Grounded into an inning-ending double play back in the second. He's 0 for 2. Quicker innings Volmerding has had. Pitch to Miura, swings and lines it into right field. That will drop for a hit. Miura racing around first. He's going to try for 2. Here comes the throw from right field. The dive, the tag, he's out. Wow. Kordick with an absolute dart over to second base. And Miura out trying to extend the hit. Although Rich Hill wants a conversation, and he's got his hands out. Where's he going? As the defense is out there, Rich Hill's asking where the tag was, and the third base umpire is saying the tag was on his hand. So Coach Hill getting an explanation from the umpire, Rob McKinley, as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, nobody left. That was a 6-pitch inning for Josh Volmerding. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. 5-2, Cal Poly leading Hawaii. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Hey, what you doing in the tree? Oh, shouldn't install this photovoltaic on the roof. Then the ladder fell. Bro, I had to go bathroom, so I tried climbing down this tree. Now I stuck.
I don't think that's what they meant by go green.
Yeah, brother. Just help me get down.
If you want your PV system installed right, call a unionized electrical contractor today at 847-5341.
IBEW, local 1186, lighting your path to the future.
At Dow Electric Supply, we're your local-based company with your needs in mind. We see the light in Hawaii, and rest assured, we are with you all the way. Our sales counter and will call are here to serve Hawaii's electricians, developers, utility companies, businesses, and homeowners. The Dial Lighting Gallery showroom is open by appointment only. Go online to www.dialelectricsupply.com. Open weekdays from 7 to 3. At Dial Electric Supply, we see the light.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Bottom four, as the first pitch to Jake Downing is hit hard to second. Shunsuke Sakaino's got it and will throw Downing out at first. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu, brought to you by Motogen Medical. They have treatments used to elevate pain and help heal joints naturally. Go to MODOGEN.com and sign up for a free evaluation. Quickly 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Dante Vicchini coming to the plate. A walk and a sacrifice bunt. Left-handed hitter waits. And the pitch from Gonzalez is just high and inside, 1-0. Attendance 2,892. Another fantastic crowd here at Baggett Stadium. Fastball called for a strike, 1-1. We had a similar amount last night. I mean, with everything going on, open house, rodeo, 1-1. This is smacked into left field. Moving back is Nahaku, the left fielder, and he hauls it in. 2 away. With everything going on, I'm not surprised. And with the hype around this Cal Poly team, also no surprise. Good teams deserve good crowds. Hawaii knows a little something about that, with Saturdays pretty much being sellouts every night, or every Saturday night. First pitch to Ryan Fenn, swings and bounces it left side. Backhanded by Donahue. Throws off his back foot to first. It is in time and it gets Fenn. What a play by Donahue. On the run to his right, very Jeter-esque off of his back foot. Got it across to first just in time, and that ends the inning. A 5-pitch inning for Gonzalez ends with a web gem. We'll head to the 5th inning. 5-2, Cal Poly leading Hawaii. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Building a winning program requires vision, careful planning, and expert execution. Since 1994, Ushijima Architects has provided the highest quality professional planning and design services for various projects throughout our state. Our highly experienced team provides the full spectrum of services, from feasibility studies and master plans to complete architectural design work. Call us today at 808-946-9544. Ushijima Architects is a proud sponsor of University of Hawaii Baseball.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Aloha, this is Stan Mahilona from Sports Stan. You're listening to University of Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
5-2 Cal Poly as we go to the 5th inning. It'll be Ziegler, Namoa, Nahaku, Lancaster to face Volmerding. Rich Hill clapping, trying to encourage his guys. I mean, I don't know how much more encouragement you need after that significantly awesome play by Jordan Donahue at short. Can Hawaii build off of that? We've seen a couple of fantastic defensive plays. Ben Ziegler-Namoa has walked twice, scored in the 3rd. He'll start things off as Volmerding, 69 pitches through 4, will step in here to start the 5th. There is action in the Cal Poly bullpen. They've got a lefty up and loosening. Pitch to Ziegler-Namoa misses low. Curveball at 78, 1 ball, no strikes. You kind of imagine that pitch count creeping up a little bit. 1-0. There's a waist-high strike, 1-1 that kind of start to think you gotta be prepared in case Volmerding has a tough inning.
Yeah, I was about to say, how does that all work? Like, there's definitely things on Maui and stuff, right?
1-1 pitch. Misses just away. Change up at 80 miles an hour. 2 balls and a strike. Chris Downs, the lefty in the bullpen for Cal Poly. 2-1. Pitch. Fastball sent out of play to the left side. And someone who might be walking by might get a souvenir. Counts at 2-2. Very few clouds in the sky here. It is sunny. And Larry Lee is out of the Cal Poly dugout, and he is saying something about something here in the crowd. What's going on here? There's something up here that Larry Lee is saying something about, and I'm not sure what it is. But whatever it is, it's over. But it's 2-2. Kind of curious what that might have been. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wolverine winds and delivers. Breaking ball swung on a miss. Looked like a cutter, actually, I beg your pardon. 84 miles an hour up in the zone, and Ziegler Namoa strikes out. One away here in the fifth. And that will bring Kamana Nahaku up. Nahaku 0 for 2 today. He is 0 for 5 in this series. Popped up to the shortstop his last time up. First baseman Downing walking in a few steps. Nahaku looks at a strike called up in the zone at 90 miles an hour. Hawaii has 7 hits. We're being outscored 5-2. 0-1 is hit on the ground. Foul toward the third base dugout. And he's behind the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Volmerding had a very quick 6-pitch inning back in the fourth, and that's helped give him a little bit of life. After kind of a laboring first 3 innings, that pitch runs in and it hits Nahaku in his leg. Second hit batter by Volmerding. And there's 1 on, 1 out for Zage Lancaster, who got a hit his last time by. Mentioning who's listening to us in our road broadcasts, you can send me a note on X at Josh on the radio. Of course, Stephen Tsai, our favorite beat writer from the Honolulu Star Advertiser, from the 967 Palm Tree 4. I'm going to assume the palm tree is a 1. Because, you know, people like to put emojis and things on X. I'm not one of those people. They'll check on Nahaku. He dives back in at first base. 5-2 Cal Poly. We're in the top of the 5th inning. The storylines here so far: Hawaii winning in 10 innings last night, 4-2. Kendall Rogers from D1 Baseballs, another throw to first, and Nahaku back in. Kendall Rogers noted Hawaii's RPI, which was at 64 coming into this weekend, according to the NCAA website, jumped up 14 points after the win. UC Irvine's jumped up as well into the top 20. Pitch. Off the plate away. Cutter missing 1-0 to Lancaster. Volmerding or Saguspi taking the loss last night. Magdaleno improving to 4-0. Hawaii handing Cal Poly its first loss in conference play. Another check on Nahaku. He stands back in. So that's one storyline. The next storyline is the 4-run inning put up by Cal Poly today. Liam O'Brien walking all 4 batters that he faced. 1-0. This is driven in the air down the right field line, but that's turning foul. Count 1-1. O'Brien did not retire a batter. He was responsible for all 4 of the runs against his ledger. Certainly calling into question whether they can sustain him as a Saturday night starter. 1-1 is a high bouncer. Third baseman waits for it. He'll throw to the second baseman for 1. On to first, no throw. So fielder's choice 5-4. And with Nahaku out at second, Lancaster's at first. There's 2 away here in the top of the 5th inning. A 5-2 Cal Poly lead, and Jared Quant will step in. Singled and struck out. Quant is 1 for 2.
I know what you're talking about. It's black and yellow. That's the color.
Third baseman Garza on the infield green. Just in a step or 2. Volmerding looking at first. His pitch is on the outside corner, strike 1. Actually, Stephen Tsai says that the palm tree is a 3. So it's 9-6-7-3-4. I don't know. Look, I don't get that. Throw over to first, runner's back. See, that's why I don't write emojis in texts, and I don't put emojis in posts on X. Just won't do it. 0-1. Quant swings and rips it into right field. That's a 2-out hit. Lancaster will stop at second base. Quant now 2 for 3. And that will bring Itsuki Takemoto up. Takemoto, his first hit, came back in the second inning. His first hit since March 24th. And out comes Larry Lee, and I think that means that out comes Josh Volmerding. Good effort from Volmerding. He just, the hits piled up. He gave up 8. Couple of hit batters, a couple of walks. And while I don't think he is officially given the point, the guys in the dugout are all out. And Chris Downs is out of the Cal Poly bullpen. So, call to the bullpen here in San Luis Obispo. It is a 5-2 Cal Poly lead. New pitcher coming on here in the top of the 5th with 2 on and 2 out. And with this pitching change, we will step aside for a minute. You're listening to Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Hey, it's ESPN Honolulu's Cole Malsoff. Join Callan Spiller and me live from Raising Cane's in Pearl City for the student section. We'll be joined by Pearl City softball players Sonyet Oshiro and Samantha Nakamatsu, and Chargers flag football players Karina Alvarado and Vivian Nguyen. Be at Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers in Pearl City this Wednesday at 6 p.m. for the student section. Brought to you by Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union, H-Camp, and Raising Cane's.
Aloha sports coaches, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Hawaii is inviting you to a coaches huddle every second Saturday of the month at First Assembly of God from 7 to 8:30 a.m. Join Coach Arnold Martinez and Randall Okimoto for a blessed time of fellowship. Spouses are welcome as well. Enjoy breakfast, time in prayer, and encouragement. We welcome all coaches, whether you coach on a campus or in the community. All levels in sports are welcome. For details, visit fcahawaii.com.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
New pitcher for Cal Poly is Chris Downs here in the top of the 5th inning. The sophomore is 3-0. He's got 2 saves with a 1.52 earned run average in 29 2/3 innings. This Cal Poly bullpen, one of the better ones in the Big West. Tanner Seguspie, however, just could not hold on to the lead yesterday. A rare blip on the bullpen resume for Cal Poly. But Downs in here to try to hold on to a 5-2 lead with 2 runners on and 2 out. Volmerding threw 81 pitches, 46 of them for strikes. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 8 hits. Downs, a sophomore from Santa Clarita, California. He is 6'7", 215 pounds. Did not allow a run in his last outing against San Jose State back on Tuesday. Just a hit in an inning. Has not given up more than a run. Well, actually, not since UCLA, where he gave up 2 runs in his appearance in a third of an inning. Here's Itsuki Takemoto. 2 on, 2 out. Lancaster at second, Quant at first. Pitch. Takemoto, a soft chopper that is in front of home plate. Catcher's going to throw over to first to record Takemoto, who had just frozen out of the batter's box, just stood there. Home plate umpire said that was a fair ball, and then Takemoto started running, and at that point, it was too late. That goes 2-3, and the inning just like that is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, 2 base runners left. We are halfway through. Cal Poly leads Hawaii 5-2. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
This place they call paradise, I call my home. Blessed to be born and raised local grown.
With hotels, condo resorts, and vacation rentals on 5 Hawaiian islands, Castle Resorts and Hotels is a Kama'aina favorite. When you need a place to stay to attend a tournament, family function, or a golf getaway, visit castleresorts.com for special Kama'aina rates. Castle Resorts and Hotels. Born in Hawaii, built on hospitality, inspired by aloha.
H-A-W-A, there ain't no other place like these islands.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Cal Poly leading 5-2 as we go to the bottom of inning number 5. Sebastian Gonzalez, 4 innings of relief, 46 pitches, 33 of them for strikes. And Alejandro Garza will be the first to face Gonzalez here. Walked and lined out. He is 0 for 1. Garza, Collins, Murray Jr. against Gonzalez. And the first pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Change up at 81. 0-1 to Garza. Hit his first career home run last night. That at the time gave Cal Poly a 2-1 lead. 0-1. That misses low and bounces through the wickets of the catcher Faldo. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sebastian Gonzalez has given up his first earned run as a reliever this season back in the 3rd inning. Change up low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. You feel for him because of the situation he had to come in. Came in a bases loaded situation with nobody out in the first. 2-1. Swinging a hard hit ground into short. Donahue picks it up, fires it over to first in time for out number 1. Over in La Jolla, UC San Diego with a 5-run bottom of the 8th inning. They have taken the lead on CSUN 8-4. CSUN took game 1 of that series last night by the final of 7-3. 1 away. And Jack Collins, who has walked and struck out, he is 0 for 1. Right-handed hitter against the lefty Gonzalez, and Collins looks at a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Some stirring around in the Hawaii bullpen. I don't think anybody's throwing right now at the moment. As the 0-1 is driven high in the air down the left field line. Nahaku giving this a chase toward the foul line. That is well foul. Right toward the parking lot. Out beyond the left field fence. And it's 0-2. Oregon State and Cal State Fullerton will get going in about 20 minutes. 0-2 to Collins. And the pitch is high. Fastball upstairs, 1-2. Nahaku, Miura, Quant in the outfield left to right. Lancaster, Donahue, Sakaino, Ziegler, Namoa third to first. Faldo behind the plate. 1-2. Swing. This is popped in the air. Shallow right field. Quant, the right fielder, racing in. So is Sakaino, the second baseman. And it will be Shunsuke making the catch right in front of Quant for the second out. 2 away for Casey Murray Jr. Some of the Hawaii fans with green pom-poms sitting behind the first base dugout. Somewhat similar to the pom-poms that some of the Hawaii fans brought with them to Santa Clara on Tuesday. They had an alumni get-together in Santa Clara before everybody walked over to the game and watched the 5-3 Hawaii win. Casey Murray Jr. singled his last time by, and he looks at a breaking ball down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. 5-2 Cal Poly. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Now that lower level section by the Hawaii dugout is packed. Next pitch, changeup down and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Lower level, they have, it's all chairback seats. Upper level is open seating bleachers, which really, on a day like this, no matter where you sit, it's perfect. 2-0 is a chopper that's foul of third. 2 balls and a strike. At a good view. You're not too far from the action. And the weather is sunny, but just crisp and comfortable. 2-1. That's a breaking ball low. Changeup misses 3-1. Temperature at the moment, 65 degrees. Wind gusting and blowing out 14 miles an hour. 3-1. That one's in on the fist, floated towards Sakaido, the second baseman. Gloves it, throws to first, gets the out as the bat flew out of Murray's hands. But a 4-3 putout, and that ends the inning. All of a sudden, 7 in a row set down by Gonzalez. We will head to the 6th. It is 5-2. Cal Poly leading Hawaii as you're listening to Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Lex Brody's Tire Company would like to say thank you very much for supporting UH. Wear your favorite UH gear into Lex Brody's and get an extra 5% off tires, brakes, and most other services on top of LexBrodys.com Super Saver coupons. You're the best fans, and Lex Brody's voted #1 in North America is the best choice for brake repairs and to purchase tires. Please visit LexBrodys.com for additional details and to set an online appointment.
Lex Brody's Tire Company.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's long-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit LexBrodys.com for the best tire value on Oahu. Thank you very much.
Lex Brody's Tire Company.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu. Brought to you by Ushijima Architects.
6th inning from Baggett Stadium here in San Luis Obispo. It is 5-2. Cal Poly leading Hawaii thanks to a 4-run bottom of the first inning. That has put Cal Poly in a very good situation right out of the jump. Liam O'Brien had walked the first 4 batters, could not get an out in the inning. It's been Sebastian Gonzalez since that point. Hunter Faldo, Jordan Donahue, Shunsuke Sakaido, 8-9-1 for Hawaii against reliever Chris Downs. Faldo 1 for 2, singled back in the second inning.
I already talked to you. No.
Downs the reliever, pitch, and that's a strike. 0-1. Final line for Volmerding, 2 runs, 8 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks through 81 pitches, 46 of them for strikes. 0-1, swing and a miss. That one on the outside corner, 0-2. He did hit 2 batters, but other than that, Volmerding was serviceable in 4 2/3, but he leaves with a no decision. 0-2, fastball away. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jordan Donahue next, who made a tremendous play at short a couple of innings ago. 1-2, swing and a chopper toward third. That's a foul ball. Defense for Cal Poly, outfield left to right, Vakini, Murray Jr., Kordic. Kordic had a tremendous throw, throwing out Miura, who was trying to leg out a single into a double, and was thrown out on a dart from right field. 1-2 high and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Third to first, Garza, Castellon, Fenn, and Downing. Collins behind the plate, working now with Downs, the reliever. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And time called by the catcher. And he might have an issue with his pitch comm device. He has his in his helmet. He says now we're good. Looks like it's a... Seems like he has an earpiece in his ear. At least it appeared. 2-2 pitch. Faldo takes strike 3 called on the inside edge. And he strikes out. 1 away here in the top of the 6th. 6th inning is brought to you by Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union for life. Leadoff man retired. And here's Jordan Donahue.
Shortstop Jordan Donahue.
RBI single in the second, grounded out 3 unassisted in the fourth. First pitch from Downs with the third baseman in on the infield grass, and it's a fastball high. 1-0. We say hello to Larry, listening in Mililani on his iPad. Good to have you, Larry. But he asked a good question that I don't have the answer to. 1-0, bunt shown. Donahue, did he go around? He did. The pitch was a strike anyway in the outer half. 1 ball, 1 strike. Is Ben Ziegler-Nomoa close to a record for 3 unassisted outs? It sure seems like he gets a lot of them. That's a great question. He has none today, but I'm not entirely sure. 1-1. Donahue swings, sends this out toward right center field. On the run to his left is Murray Jr., makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down, 5-2 Cal Poly. We're in the top of the 6th inning, and the top of the order for Shunsuke Sakaino. His 2-run home run in the 10th last night was the difference in the 4-2 victory. Note on Sakaino, and thanks to the folks back at UH, as Rich Hill will walk down and do one of those offensive timeouts with Sakaino. All of his home runs, all 3 of them, have been either a go-ahead home run or a game-tying home run in the 9th inning or later. Home plate umpire going over and breaking up the offensive visit. You know what I've noticed? We've seen a lot of offensive visits, but it's actually not all that often where I see a home plate umpire go and say, hey, guys, it's a little too much. They'll do it, obviously, with the meetings on the mound, but I rarely see it when the offensive visit is taking place. Pitch to Sakaino is a strike called. 87-mile-an-hour fastball, 0-1. 2 for 4 yesterday with that 2-run home run, his 3rd consecutive multi-hit game. Oh-1 is popped in the air, shallow left. Shortstop is out, so is the left fielder Bikini. He makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning put together by Chris Downs. We'll head to the last of the 6th. 5-2, Cal Poly leading Hawaii. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Aloha, my name is Gino Sequena, Executive Director of the Hawaii Building and Construction Trades Council, an organization that has served Hawaii for over 6 decades. We are one big ohana of the top 15 construction trade unions in Hawaii, and it's highly likely that you, your friends, or family members are employed by one of our trades. No matter where you go in Hawaii, you're bound to see one of the projects or communities we have helped build and sustain. Mahalo to all of you for your support to help us in working together to build a better tomorrow.
Sports Stand Sporting Goods is Hawaii's best baseball and softball store. At Sports Stand, you'll experience the largest selection of baseball and softball gloves and bats in Hawaii. You know the rules. Quality sporting goods always at a price you can afford. Stop by Sports Stand Sporting Goods in beautiful downtown Waipio, 94-547 Uke'e Street, Suite 303. Or give them a call at 808-676-STAND. That's 808-676-7826. Remember, at Sports Stand, it's not just sporting goods, it's a way of life.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu. Brought to you by Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union.
Bottom 6 here at Baggett Stadium. Cal Poly holding on to a 5-2 lead on Hawaii. As we'll see Kordic, Castellon, Hoyland to face Sebastian Gonzalez. 5 innings of relief for Gonzalez. His pitch count is at 59, a run, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Dylan Kordic, who is out on interference back in the 3rd. He's 0 for 2. He'll start things off. I was going back to the question we were asked by Larry over on a social media platform called X. Pitch is a high breaking ball, 1-0. Asking about if there is a record that Ben Ziegler-Nomoa has set for the amount of 3 unassisted putouts. 1-0 is line back foul. I don't know that I'm going to go all the way back that far in my book to find out, but I do know this week, this is Santa Clara and going back to last night, he has 4 free unassisted putouts. 1-1. That bounces at home plate and gets by Faldo. 2-1. It does. I thought I noticed it the other night, actually. 2-1. Fastball, strike called at 88 on the outside corner, 2-2. But I was thinking more of leadoff outs that go 3 unassisted. Not necessarily total amount. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on a fastball at 90 miles an hour off the plate. And there's out number 1. That is strikeout number 3 for Sebastian Gonzalez, and the leadoff man retired here in the bottom of the 6th. Got to give Gonzalez credit. After the 4 runs that were scored in the first inning, just 1 since. This is a Cal Poly offense who comes in hitting .312, averages 7.5 runs a game. First pitch driven out to right by Castellon, but Quant settles to his left. He makes the catch, the right fielder does, for out number 2. I mean, Gonzalez has been really kind of a lifesaver in a way for Hawaii, because the Bows have gotten 2 back and then gave up the run to Gonzalez in the 3rd, but it's kept Hawaii in the game against a really, really good offense. 2 down, nobody on, 5-2 Cal Poly, bottom 6. Cam Hoyland drove in a run in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. 9 straight retired by Gonzalez. And the lefty squares up, now kicks and delivers. First pitch, check swing. Did he go? No. On a breaking ball down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Will Hawaii, though, I mean, they've gotten 8 hits. Hawaii at some point will need to turn those into runs if it wants to make a comeback in the later innings. 1-0. And this is low. 2 balls, no strikes. Hawaii has stranded 8 runners here through 6 innings. 2-0. This is hit hard in the air out to right center. Quant on the track at the wall. Watches it go. Home run, Cam Hoyland. Over the right center field fence. His 4th home run of the season, and it's 6-2. That was solid contact off the bat. And Hoyland, watch that one leave the yard. 6-2 now in the bottom of the 6th inning. And here's Downing. That's the 4th home run allowed by Gonzalez this year. Downing 1 for 2. And the pitch to him is taken in tight, ball 1. How much more can Gonzalez give you, I think, is the question that has to be asked in the Hawaii dugout right now. 1-0. Fastball, 88 miles an hour, called strike in the inside corner. I think there might be some tossing going on. Fastball upstairs, 2-1. Yeah, there is some action right now going in the bullpen. Gonzalez's pitch count is at 70 right now. And for a guy out of the pen, that's a bit much. 2-1. That's a belt high strike. Fastball on the outer half. 2-2. But 7, 8, and 9 innings, usually something Hawaii feels really good about coming back late. There's a swing and a miss. Fastball up. Downing strikes out, and the inning is over. But Cam Hoyland, with his home run out to right center, extends Cal Poly's lead. It is now 6-2 as we go to the 7th. You're listening to Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Everyone knows Young's Fish Market for their Hawaiian food specialties and home of the Wow Lao Lao. But did you know they can cater your next baby luau, wedding, or corporate outing? Kalua pig, squid luau, chicken long rice, shoyu poke, lomi salmon, and choice of lao lao. Check out youngsfishmarket.com and order their various courses. Delivery and serving equipment rental available. Young's Fish Market in Kalihi at City Square.
The Hawaii Wall and Ceiling Industry Association is looking for skilled drywall installers, finishers, and cement plasterers. Whether you're a journeyman or an apprentice, we offer great opportunities for career growth in Hawaii's thriving construction industry. You'll enjoy benefits like health insurance, paid vacation, and a retirement plan. If you're dependable and excited about being part of a great industry, call Lisa at 808-271-4195 or go to hwcia.com. That's hwcia.com and apply.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Cal Poly leading 6-2 as we go to the top of the 7th inning. We pause 10 seconds here for station ID. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu, presented by Sports Stand Sporting Goods.
ESPN Honolulu is Hawaii's sports leader. KKEA Honolulu, 1420 AM and 92.7 FM. Part of the IO family of companies.
Josh Pacheco from San Luis Obispo, California. We are at Baggett Stadium here on the Cal Poly campus. The Mustangs leading 6-2 as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Matthew Miura, Ben Ziegler-Namoa, Kamana Nahaku to face Chris Downs, who has retired all 4 batters he has faced since he's come into the game. Miura singled his last time, but was trying to extend that to a double as it bounced deep out to right field, and he was thrown out by Kordick to end the 4th inning. And he takes a fastball inside. 1 ball, no strikes. By the way, Hawaii softball double play ending the game. Just reading Brian McInnes' tweet from Spectrum News. Next pitch. That misses inside, 2-0. And the Rainbow Wahine softball team, they win both today and sweep Cal State Bakersfield in that 3-game series. And they've got UC Santa Barbara coming up next week. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch from Downs. Miura hard grounded to short. That's picked up by Castellon. Throw to first in time. 1 away. 1 down in the inning. Ben Ziegler-Namoa coming up has walked twice and has struck out. Speaking of Hawaii athletics, last night got to listen in for a little while and got to watch for a little while the Hawaii Long Beach State men's volleyball matchup, with Long Beach State winning in 4, a sellout. I want to say they said 9,900 in the building, which is just an awesome, awesome turnout on a whiteout night, no less. Pitch is a called strike, 0-1 on the outer half. That was such an amazing turnout. And Hawaii will do it again. Senior night tonight. Another sellout at Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. 0-1. Swing and a roller to second. That's gobbled up by Fenn. His throw to first gets there, 2 away. So 2 down. Here's Kamana Nahaku, who is 0 for 2. Was hit by a pitch his last time up. And Downs has really settled things for Cal Poly out of the bullpen. Here's 6-2 Cal Poly, top 7. Trying to get a split here in the first 2 games in the rubber match tomorrow. See if Hawaii has anything to say about it. Pitch to Nahaku. Big cut and a miss, strike 1. Hawaii has scratched off 8 hits, but have managed just 2 runs, stranding 8 on base. 4 innings where it was 2 apiece. 0-1. Nahaku, bouncer, a one-hopper back to Downs. He will gazelle his way over to first, underhanded to Downing, and a 1-2-3 inning for the left-handed reliever. 7th inning stretch time here from San Luis Obispo. Cal Poly 6 and Hawaii 2. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, voted Hawaii's best carpet and flooring company. Stop by Abbey's showroom on Nimitz Highway and see the amazing 7MTC flooring. This revolutionary product is made out of melamine. It's resistant to fading, stains, and even pet scratches. Come by and see the Scratch Test Challenge. 7MTC, available now at Abbey Carpet and Floor.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, where Hawaii goes for flooring.
Contractor's license number C19140.
How do you get 100% of your work done when you're 40% short-staffed? Across Hawaii, city and state departments grapple with thousands of vacant positions. And with fewer workers, that means longer lines at the DMV, delayed building permits, and slowdowns in essential services. The government could resolve this by offering more competitive wages and benefits. For you, we hope they do. A message brought to you by HGEA, because Hawaii works best when we do.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Six to 2 Cal Poly as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Sebastian Gonzalez is still out there for Hawaii. He'll face the top of the order, Bikini, Fenn, and Garza. What is left for Gonzalez in the tank? There is work in the Hawaii bullpen as Bikini will step in. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a sacrifice bunt. This note, thanks to the folks back in Manoa, the 2 longest career outings for Sebastian Gonzalez have been out of the bullpen. As the pitch to Bikini is down low, ball 1, even though he was a starter to start the year. You may recall last year, 6 1/3 in relief out of the bullpen at UC Santa Barbara, which was a tremendous outing. 1-0. Fastball taken, strike 1 on the outer edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here, he's gone 6 out of the bullpen. Getting out, ties his longest outing, gets a couple. That would be his new longest outing. Changeup is low, 2 balls and a strike. That goes to tell you that, or well, maybe not goes to tell you, I think it confirms that this is the role that is best suited for Sebastian Gonzalez. 2-1. That's taken, strike 2, bottom of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The downside to what he's done tonight is he's given up his first 2 runs as a reliever this season. A home run and an RBI double. 2-2. That's down and away. Bounces in the dirt. Count it 3 balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful, beautiful day here. 3-2. Swing, and this one's driven out to right field. Quant going back at the track, at the wall. Quant leaps, he can't make the catch. It's going to one-hop off the bottom of the fence. Rounding second, Bikini. He's heading for third, and he will get there, sliding in safely. Second triple of the year for Bikini. And he's in scoring position as Cal Poly looks to earn more here in the 7th. That was mere feet away from leaving the yard, and that might be it for Sebastian Gonzalez. Rich Hill is out of the Hawaii dugout, and that's it. What an effort for Sebastian Gonzalez, though. I mean, give him credit. 6 innings of relief where Liam O'Brien could not get an out, and Gonzalez was asked to almost do the impossible. And 4 runs came in. Granted, they weren't all his, but they were off of him. Scattered a couple of runs since, but it's very clear this is the end of the line for him. And Hawaii will go to the bullpen and call on Zach Ten. This call to the bullpen brought to you by HCAMP, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit HawaiiConcussion.com. With this pitching change, we step aside for a minute. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Craving the ultimate burger experience? Look no further than Honolulu Burger Company in Kaimuki. Every juicy burger is crafted to order, featuring local grass-fed beef. At Honolulu Burger Company in Kaimuki, every bite is pure aloha. Whether you're a classic cheeseburger fan or adventurous with island-inspired toppings, you'll taste the freshness and you'll be supporting local. Honolulu Burger Company at historic Kaimuki, across from Queen Theater. Go Rainbow Warrior Baseball. Good luck.
In Hawaii, when meeting new people, we ask, what school did you go to? It's how we get to know each other.
Hi, this is James from Mililani.
Angela Rice from Kapolei.
I'm Clint Harris, and I'm from Kamehameha Kapalama. At Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Water Cleanup, you already know us. We've been around since 1935, so you can hire a Kama'aina team backed by a powerful national brand. For commercial plumbing, you'll enjoy the ease of flat rates and great warranties. Trust us to be a part of your team. Call or visit rotorooter.com. Mahalo.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
New pitcher for Hawaii is Zach Ten here in the bottom of the seventh. It's a 6-2 Cal Poly lead. Ten, the sophomore from Iolani, pitched 2 innings against Santa Clara on Tuesday. A run on a hit, 2 strikeouts in 2 innings. Granted, one of those runs was on a 2-run home run he gave up when he inherited a runner when he came in. But 10 has really kind of settled himself down here his last few outings. 1-1 record of 4.05 earned run average in 13 1/3 innings. A 217 batting average against. And Hawaii's infield is going to come in with Ryan Fenn at the plate. Fenn 0 for 2 with a walk. Vakini at third off of the triple to start the seventh. Ziegler Nomoa at first, Sakino at second, Donahue at short, Lancaster at third, all in. First pitch, swing and a miss on a breaking ball down to the dirt, strike one. Fenn entered the game hitting .331. A couple of groundouts, but competitive at bats. 0-1 from 10. Swing and a high pop-up. Racing in is Miura, the center fielder. Sakino, the second baseman, going back. He can't make the catch. It's going to drop. Miura throwing home. Runner's going to get there. And on to second goes Fenn. And it's now 7-2. With the infield drawn in, that made that pop-up in shallow a little more treacherous. Sakino just could not get out there in time, and it was too far for Miura to run in. That run charged to Gonzalez, the lead now 5 for Cal Poly. I think they're going to call that single RBI. The runner gets to second on the throw. And here's Garza. Fenn with RBI 19 on the year. First pitch, a breaking ball strike. 0-1. Garza 0 for 2 with a walk. 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Cal Poly. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Hawaii. 0-1. That's a strike called, outer half, 0-2. 10's not going to throw hard. His best stuff is breaking ball running away from a right-handed hitter. I think that's kind of what they were hoping for. The 0-2 is hit through the left side. That's a hit. They are going to hold up Fenn at third. Runners at the corner, still nobody out. And the Garza hitting streak extends. 16 games now, the hitting streak. Fenn at third, Garza at first. Here's Jack Collins, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. Gonzalez's line final here in the 7-2 game. 3 runs, 7 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. Infield shifted to the left side. Sakino, the second baseman's on the left side of the diamond. On the infield dirt. Ziegler and Nomoa holding the runner at first. Pitch to Collins. Outside. Fastball at 87, 1-0. Even I couldn't commit to whether that was a ball or a strike. That was such a borderline call. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball low. 2 balls, no strikes. Where you worry if you're Hawaii, Gonzalez did such a good job keeping this one within reach. But this one is starting to fall out of reach really, really quick. Shift still on. 2-0 from 10 is high, 3-0. And the problem is that there's still nobody out. And if it gets any worse, Hawaii may be forced to just stay with 10. Fastball outside, ball 4. Bases loaded. You might be in a situation where you just say, you know, Freddie Gonzalez might not need you till Sunday. As here's Casey Murray Jr. 1 for 2 with an RBI, which is a sac fly in the first. Fan at third, Garza at second, Collins at first. Nobody out. 7-2 Cal Poly. 10 out of the stretch. His pitch bounces at home plate. Faldo can't find it. Runner coming from third. He slides in safe. And it's 8-2. Everybody else moves up. Wild pitch, which bounced to the right of Faldo by about 15 feet. But the problem was he didn't know where it was for a second. And that allowed Fenn to race home. And Rich Hill is out of the Hawaii dugout. Fenn scores on the wild pitch. Garza to third. Collins to second. And there is indeed some work in the Hawaii bullpen going. Coach Hill realizing that this one, if the bleeding doesn't stop now, I think which is why he's out there to kind of take his own control of the 7th inning and trying to put this to bed as best as he can, then I think he possibly realizes there's not much more he can do. So the conversation continues on the bump as 10 since coming into the game. Single walk. And a wild pitch in there too. Meeting adjourned. And I would imagine Hawaii's infield back in. Let's see. No. Well, Ziegler Namoa is at the edge of the infield grass. Shortstop Donahue is halfway. Second baseman Sakaino now is going to run in here. And now the infield is in. Pitch. Swing and a pop-up toward right center field. This is going to be Miura coming in. He will make the catch. Tagging from third is Garza. He's going to score. Throw toward third. And the runner there is safe as Collins tagged up. It's a sac fly RBI for Murray to make it 9-2. That was a heck of a throw by Miura. That was just a bit late, and Collins was able to get in there. Second RBI for Murray, both on sacrifice flies. Collins gets over to third, so infield stays in. Here's Dylan Kordick, who is 0 for 3. And that's going to be it for Zach 10. Rich Hill out of the Hawaii dugout. Fans not thrilled. What do you expect him to do? His pitchers are struggling. You expect him to leave him in there? This call to the bullpen is brought to you by H-Camp, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. We'll see a new pitcher, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. It is 9-2. Cal Poly scored 3 in the 7th inning, and we'll see the new pitcher try to slow this one down with a runner on and 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
The Hawaii Wall and Ceiling Industry Association is looking for skilled drywall installers, finishers, and cement plasterers. Whether you're a journeyman or an apprentice, we offer great opportunities for career growth in Hawaii's thriving construction industry. You'll enjoy benefits like health insurance, paid vacation, and a retirement plan. If you're dependable and excited about being part of a great industry, call Lisa at 808-271-4195 or go to hwcia.com. That's hwcia.com and apply.
Bring your best golf game to Hawaii Prince Golf Club with Kama'aina weekday rates starting at $57, $67 on the weekends, or make it a staycation at Prince Waikiki with rooms from only $199, waived resort charge, half off parking, and kids eat for free at 100 Sales Restaurant and Bar. Plus, enjoy free shuttle service to Hawaii Prince Golf Club. Visit princewaikiki.com to book today. Valid Hawaii driver's license or state ID required. Some restrictions apply.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
New pitcher for Hawaii is Charlie Adamson here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and this one is starting to get away from the Bows. A 9-2 Cal Poly lead. Adamson, a 3.86 earned run average in 9 1/3 innings. This is his 10th appearance of the season. The senior from Malibu, California, pitched an inning against Santa Clara, gave up a hit. Adamson looked good. We haven't seen him in a Big West game in over a month. Pitched twice against UC Riverside, went an inning and a third. Those are the only Big West games he's played in. Dylan Kordick up here. 1 on, 1 out. 3 have scored in the 7th inning. The Hawaii infield is in. Kordick 0 for 3. Pitch from Adamson. Way outside and high. Gets over Faldo, but takes such a fortunate bounce off of the backstop. Faldo got it, and the runner from third, Collins, couldn't advance. Ooh. I mean, Adamson, you saw him rear back, and that throw was sent on overnight delivery from the U.S. Postal Service. Fortunately, it was returned to sender right off the backstop, and the run didn't score. 1-0. Swing and a fly ball toward right center field. Racing in is Quant. The right fielder makes the catch. Tagging up is Collins. Quant's throw coming home is there. The tag? No, he's safe. Collins slides in ahead of the throw, and it's 10-2. That's the second consecutive sac fly. Murray, then Kordick. Collins comes in to score. That empties the bases, and that closes the book on 10. He faced 4 batters, 3 of them scored. Gonzalez's line closed, now 10, and 2 away for Nate Castellon. 10-2 Cal Poly, bottom of the 7th. Castellon has driven in 2. The pitch to him is a breaking ball, strike on the inside corner, 0-1. RBI single in the first, RBI double in the third. So Gonzalez, 3 runs, 7 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. Time is called as they're going to warn everybody for not engaging with one another before the pitch. 10, 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 walk in a third of an inning. Counted 0-1. Next pitch. That's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're thinking from a Cal Poly's perspective, this is a big bounce back from last night. 1-1. That misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's a tough one to lose on a Friday. Something that hasn't been done in a while, so you know the winning streak is over. To bounce back like this is big. 2-1, downstairs, 3-1. So Hawaii, who is known to come back in games, granted this is 8 runs. What are they possibly able to do? 3-1 swing, and that's off the end of the bat, rolling foul back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We know that due up is Age Lancaster, Jared Quant, and Itsuki Takemoto, who combined have 4 hits and an RBI. Three and 2. Adamson's pitch. Swing, and that's tipped foul out of the glove of Faldo. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Remember, game 3 tomorrow. We'll be on the air at 9:30 with Rainbow Warrior Countdown. First pitch just after 10 o'clock. And then we'll travel down to Los Angeles. 3-2. Swing to drive deep out to left field. Nahaku at the track, Nahaku at the wall. That one's gone. Nate Castellon's second home run of the year, and it's 11-2. Second home run of the game in as many innings for Cal Poly. And the Mustangs are certainly taking their frustrations of last night's loss out on Hawaii's bullpen. A 5-run 7th inning. And Cam Hoyland, who hit a home run in the 6th inning, will step up. Hoyland is driven in 2. Solo home run, RBI single in the first, struck out in the 3rd. This has gotten away fast. Pitch to Hoyland. Swing and a miss. Change up off the outside corner, strike 1. Next one is line back foul. That goes over the screen and a souvenir. Young kid jumping up and down, has got a baseball. Count, no balls, 2 strikes. Adamson winds and delivers. Swing, that's going to be another souvenir for another individual, and there go the kids. That foul ball going into Ozzie Smith Plaza, where they've got some food trucks, they've got some seating. Well, not seating. It's a walkable area. Fun place. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And Hoyland strikes out. The inning comes to an end. 8 come to the plate. 5 will score on 4 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Mustangs 11, Rainbow Warriors 2 as we move to the 8th. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
How do you get 100% of your work done when you're 40% short-staffed? Across Hawaii, city and state departments grapple with thousands of vacant positions. And with fewer workers, that means longer lines at the DMV, delayed building permits, and slowdowns in essential services. The government could resolve this by offering more competitive wages and benefits. For you, we hope they do. A message brought to you by HGEA, because Hawaii works best when we do.
Building a winning program requires vision, careful planning, and expert execution. Since 1994, Ushijima Architects has provided the highest quality professional planning and design services for various projects throughout our state. Our highly experienced team provides the full spectrum of services, from feasibility studies and master plans to complete architectural design work. Call us today at 808-946-9544. Ushijima Architects is a proud sponsor of University of Hawaii Baseball.
Aloha, this is Stan Mahilona from Sports Stan. You're listening to University of Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Off to the 8th inning, it is all Cal Poly, 11-2, leading Hawaii. See how much fight is left in Hawaii bats. 6 outs away from dropping game 2 of this series. Earlier today, UC San Diego come from behind win over CSUN 9-5. Number 8, Oregon State is at Cal State Fullerton. That game started about a half hour ago. They're scoreless, top of the 2nd. So Lancaster to lead off for Hawaii. Grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up.
Third baseman, Zige Lancaster.
He's 1 for 3. And Downs still out there. Chris Downs has pulled his end of the bargain. 7 up, 7 down by Downs. The lefty is in line for the win. Pitch. Lancaster swings. That is a one-hopper to second. Picked up by Fenn. There's out number 1. I mean, that one hop was about inches away from his glove. But fielded it cleanly. And he gets a quick first out in the 8th. And Jared Quant, who's 2 for 3, a couple of singles, will walk in here. Quant was 1 for 4 with an RBI last night. Pitch to him. Swing, slow roller past the mound. Charging is Fenn. Gloves, throws to first, not in time. Quant beat it out. Bang, bang play at first. It was close. Larry Lee is out of the dugout, arms in the air. Like, really? That was close, but tie to the runner. We'll watch this here one more time in yeah, I don't know. Close. Kedron Kinsey's going to pinch hit for Itsuki Takemoto.
Number 17, Takemoto. Number 6, Kedron Kinsey.
Kinsey coming in hitting .321, a home run, 6 RBI. I love Coach Lee too, though, that yeah, it's 11-2. But you're not going to let a play like that get away. You want to have at least you put your arms down in the air, show the umpires, you know what? We're playing this game. We're not walking through this the last couple of innings. I want to let you know if there's something I disagree with. Kinsey, right-handed hitter against Downs, who takes a strike. 1-1. First base runner allowed by Downs. And so we'll see some action in the Cal Poly bullpen. Right-hander up and loosening. 1-1, high and away. 2-1. Troy Cooper, freshman right-hander, is up and loosening. White being out hit 10-9. 2-1. Kinsey looks at strike 2. 87 miles an hour on the inner half. On deck, Hunter Faldo. It's been rare to see a catcher stay in the game all 9 innings. Faldo's trying to make that happen tonight. 2-2. That runs low and inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. In fact, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm just curious. I'm trying to see if I can go back to the last time a Hawaii catcher has stayed in the game all 9 innings. This could take me all afternoon. 3-2. Kinsey swings and misses. Strike 3. 2 out here in the 8th. And Faldo will come to the plate. Faldo is 1 for 3, did single in the second inning. Offensively, he's been a little bit better. The last time Hawaii's had a catcher stay the entire game was Hunter Faldo against UC Davis. Pitch is a called strike, 0-1. And let's see, that was game number 20. This is game 33. That's 13 games ago. 0-1 from Downs. Faldo swings, lines it up the left field line. That's a fair ball. It will get into the corner. Racing toward third is Quant. He will take the turn. He's going to come around and score. Faldo with an RBI double makes it 11-3. Faldo with RBI number 4 on the year. And maybe he is starting to settle into a little bit of a role here. If he can keep hitting like that, he wants to try to be the everyday catcher. That run brought to you by Sports Stand Sporting Goods. It's not just sporting goods, it's a way of life. And that extra base hit brought to you by Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of UH Athletics. So 1 on, 2 out. Jordan Donahue, who's 1 for 3. He swings at the first pitch, fouls it off his foot. That hit, an RBI single in the second inning. Downs, hands waist high. Pitch. Taken, strike 2. Right over the outer half of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. So Downs is human. 2 hits in this inning, but has been reliable first man out of the pen against after Volmerding. 0-2. Ball 1. I was about ready to ring Donahue up there. Awfully tight zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Downs to the plate. Swing. That one sliced back and out of play. And a nice, almost a nice play made in the bleacher seats. And saw a young woman seemingly take a tumble, I think. Still 1-2. Pitch to Donahue. Off the end of the bat, that one cued foul up the left field line. See, you can still have fun when the game is 11-3. And here, as compared to Les Murakami Stadium, where you sit in the upper level, you can get a foul ball. You sit in the lower level, anywhere you can get a foul ball. Always got to stay on your toes. 1-2 to Donahue. Swings, lines it back up the box. That's into center field. Faldo hurrying around third. He will come in and cross the plate. Donahue's got an RBI single. And it's now 11-4. Just imagine a couple of pitches ago, it seemed like he was going to get rung up. Instead, he had some life in the count. Turns that into his second RBI single of the afternoon. Top of the order now, and Shunsuke Sakaino. So 2 runs have come in off of Downs in this inning. It is 11-4. Sakaino, 1 for 4, singled back in the second inning. Another left-handed hitter against Downs, and Sakaino looks at strike 1 on the outer half of the plate at 87 miles an hour. Third baseman Garza started on the infield grass. Stays there. About 20 feet off from the third baseline. 0-1. Sakaino swings. Chopper. That is foul. A delayed call. Usually that's the home plate umpire's call. But the home plate umpire just either he didn't have the line to see it, just didn't say anything, and the first base umpire was the one who made the signal that it was a foul ball. So 0-2 to Sakaino. Downs ready. Here's his pitch. It's strike 3 called, a fastball on the outer edge. Downs gets out of the inning with the strikeout, but Hawaii does plate 2 in the top of the 8th inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a base runner left. We'll go to the last of the 8th, 11-4. Cal Poly leading Hawaii. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Lex Brody's Tire Company would like to say thank you very much for supporting UH. Wear your favorite UH gear into Lex Brody's and get an extra 5% off tires, brakes, and most other services on top of LexBrodys.com Super Saver coupons. You're the best fans, and Lex Brody's voted #1 in North America is the best choice for brake repairs and to purchase tires. Please visit LexBrodys.com for additional details and to set an online appointment.
Lex Brody's
Tire Company.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's long-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit LexBrodys.com for the best tire value on Oahu. Thank you very much.
Lex Brody's Tire Company.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Cal Poly leading 11-4 as we go to the bottom of the 8th, and this call to the bullpen is brought to you by H-Camp, the Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program. Visit hawaiiconcussion.com. Charlie Adamson finished up the 7th. A run, a hit, a strikeout, no walks, through 13 pitches, 9 for strikes, and Anthony Andrews will come into the game for the bottom of the 8th. The freshman making his 7th appearance on the hill, a 1.59 earned run average in 5 2/3 innings. And he will face Jake Downing, Dante Facchini, Ryan Fenn, 9-1-2 in the Cal Poly order. First one to Downing is low, ball 1. So O'Brien couldn't get an out. Gonzalez, 6 innings of relief. 10 1/3 of an inning. Adamson, 2/3. 1-0. That's a called strike, 1-1. Right at the bottom of the strike zone. Liam O'Brien, unfortunately, set a tough tone for Hawaii pitching in this game. 1-1. That's down in 2-1. And while Sebastian Gonzalez was admirable in what he did today, he was just asked, arguably, he was asked to do too much. 2-1. Swing and a bouncer foul, first base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But you look at things tomorrow, and yet Cooper Walls, who will be on the bump tomorrow for Hawaii. You've got Freddie Gonzalez available. Magdaleno might be available for a Sunday. 2-2. Swing, that one slider in on his hands and bounced foul. You've got Ethan Thomas still sitting there. Two. Off the end of the bat, a one-hopper right past Lancaster into left field. Tried to scoop it up to his left. That will be a hit. And Downing now 2 for 4. Lancaster might have been trying to be a bit too fine trying to make that play. Tried to just snap it to his left and couldn't. So, top of the order, Dante Facchini, tripled back in the 7th. He is 1 for 2. Andrews, hands chest high, the right-hander delivers, and Facchini swings and misses at the first pitch, strike 1. (11-4). Cal Poly leading. Next one, outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hawaii pitchers today, I think maybe the other number that stands out. 1-1, strike 2, middle of the plate. 87-mile-an-hour fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 5 walks from Hawaii pitching in this game to 5 strikeouts. Andrews sets. 1-2 pitch. That's down and in. Breaking ball misses, 2-2. No hit batters, but I mean, it's been hit after hit after hit for Cal Poly late here. Middle innings, Hawaii pitching held it together. Early in the game and late, hasn't been the same. Pitch, down and in, 3-2. 81-mile-an-hour changeup. Ziegler Namoa holding the runner, downing at first. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Andrews' pitch, swing and a bouncer to first. Ziegler Namoa will throw to the shortstop for 1, on to first, not in time. So 1 away. It's a fielder's choice. Fielder's choice 3-6. Ziegler Namoa did have a chance to step on the base at first. He was right next to it, but decided to make sure he got the lead runner, as he did. So Vakini at first on the fielder's choice. Here's Fenn, who drove in a run with a single last inning. Pitch from Andrews. Check swing. He went around, according to Christopher Torres behind the plate. 0-1. Has grounded out to short twice in his walks. Both teams now with 11 hits. Cal Poly leading 11-4. Bottom 8. 0-1 is lined into right field. That's a hit. McKinney stops at second. Fenn's second hit of the night. And Garza will step up. And I think Hawaii's bullpen, if I see it correctly, is just about in the situation where they just want Andrews to get out of the 8th and save the bullets for tomorrow. Garza singled in the 7th. He's scored twice. He is 1 for 3. Andrews out of the stretch, looks at second. His pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Trackman says that missed. Andrews. Couple of peaks at second is 0-1. That's low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball's been consistently out of the zone. Fastball he's pounded the zone pretty well with. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next offering is a bouncer. That's up the middle and a base hit. Charging is Miura. Around third comes Vakini. Miura's going to throw to third. Runner gets there safely. And on to second goes Garza. It's an RBI single that brings in Vakini. It's 12-4. Garza's 26th run driven in on a bouncer right back up the middle. And the line continues to move. Here's Collins. Walked twice, walked in a run. Back in the first, he's 0 for 2. And the Hawaii infield in this 8-run game will play in. Andrews ready. Pitch. Big cut and a miss. Curveball running away from Collins, strike 1. Andrews 1-0 count, or 0-1 count. Next pitch, that's high and inside. It's 1-1. And it looks like 1-1. That's outside, 2-1. It looks like there's some rowdiness going on. And someone's being escorted away from the section near where the Hawaii fans are. And we might get someone else escorted potentially soon. 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2. We were mentioning yesterday there was an incident where there was someone who was saying some things who were a little too personal toward Hawaii head coach Rich Hill, and he said something back in the 9th inning. Got a little too much. There's a strikeout on a pitch that's in the dirt. They'll throw it over to first and record the second out. I was just wondering, why is there so much noise going on in a 12-4 game where it seems like nothing is going on? Now we understand why. So 2 down. And here's Casey Murray Jr., who's got a couple of sack fly RBIs in this game. But yeah, we've seen, I mean, hey, as one of the coaches told me, hey, you know, home field advantage is home field advantage. You'll get some heckling. You'll get some of that stuff. That's just par for the course. Pitch is down and away, ball 1. But there was a point last night where it got to be a little too much in one instance. And you just kind of hope that's not the case here. 1-0, low and away, ball 2. We don't know what happened that led to someone being escorted away. But what's clear is, and you got to give the credit where it's due to Cal Poly fans, they don't sit on one side. There are so many of those fans, they surround the ballpark. So Hawaii fans, as 2-0 is a called strike in the inside corner, 2-1. When there are Hawaii fans who are sitting near the first base dugout, as you normally would have, but it really isn't a Hawaii section. Next pitch is bounced foul, third base side. And I just saw more chirping going on. Like a Hawaii fan was yelling at one of the fans who was sitting in the front row. There was a back and forth there. There's a couple of event staff folks who are like, hey, watch it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Andrews to the plate. Low and away, 3-2. I feel sometimes for these event staff folks, they're younger usually. Is it a fun job for them? Probably not. But it's the job. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Andrews pitch. This is popped in the air toward right. It's shallow. Quant is racing in. The right fielder slides and he makes the catch. And that will end the frame. But another run comes in on the Garza RBI single. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 base runners left. We will head to the 9th inning with Cal Poly leading Hawaii 12-4. You're listening to Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Hi, this is Dr. Charles Arakaki. I've been helping patients lose weight using the breakthrough medicine semaglutide. Many of my new patients are telling me that their insurance stopped covering their Ozempic and Wegovy prescriptions. Now it's too expensive for them. My team and I can help. For less than half the price of name brand drugs, our program includes custom prescribed medication, blood tests, medical monitoring, and 3D body scans. Call us at 808-582-8808. That's 808-582-8808.
By now, everyone has heard of GLP-1s for weight loss. Dr. Arakaki and Motogen Medical are offering programs starting at $99. That's only $99 for the top GLP weight loss medication and a full medical weight loss program. Dr. Arakaki is more successful than others by using the Staiku Body Analyzer along with a complete medical program. If you're ready to start your weight loss journey, call Motogen Medical and Dr. Arakaki at 808-562-5000. That's 808-562-5000.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Cal Poly will turn to Troy Cooper in the 9th inning. The right-hander has worked 11 1/3 innings, has an ERA of 10.32. So, Cooper, the right-hander on the hill. Chris Downs, his afternoon is done. Downs was solid at one point. He had retired 8 in a row. But his day comes to an end. Final line for Downs, 3 1/3 innings. He is in line for a win. 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, no walks. 37 pitches, 28 of them for strikes. And so Cooper will face Matthew Miura. Cooper from Stevenson Ranch, California. 6'2", 205. Gave up a couple of runs against San Jose State on Tuesday. First pitch to Miura, driven out of play to the right and foul. Miura 1 for 4. So yeah, there's the most excitement right now we have in this 9th inning is event staff people, oh, poor guy. There's a fastball high. One of the event staff folks is literally now sitting in an empty seat next to the one or two individuals who have been yapping it up here in the last inning or so. 1-1. That's down low. So he's basically, the shirt says event staff, his current job, babysitter. Should get a hazard pay for that. 2-1. Miura drives this one out of play to the right. It's foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ben Ziegler Namoa next. Kamana Nahaku after that. Cal Poly 3 outs away from evening this series. 2-2. Swing. That one lined back and foul. Liam O'Brien in line for the loss after walking all 4 batters against his ledger. 2-2, runs inside and low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That is really going to be the story from this game. That 4-run first set the tone that Hawaii really couldn't entirely come back from. 3-2, breaking ball, bouncer right up the middle. That's a base hit. I said breaking ball. That was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball that was left up. And Miura leads off the 9th with his second hit. So Ben Ziegler Namoa comes up, couple of walks. He is 0 for 2. His 8-game hitting streak is on the line here. As there is a baseball IQ conversation going on downstairs. There's someone said throw a slider. Ziegler Namoa, left-handed hitter, waits. They're not holding Miura at first, and this is off the end of the bat. Queued up the third base line. It's a fair ball. It will head into foul territory. Racing for third is Miura. They're going to hold him up there. Ziegler Namoa's got a double, and 2 are on here with nobody out, and that extends the hitting streak. Took till the 9th to do it. But Hawaii not going away quietly here in the 9th. And Kamana Nahaku will step in. 0 for 3 with a hit by pitch. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu, presented by Sportsstand Sporting Goods.
Your official radio home of University of Hawaii sports is ESPN Honolulu, KKEA Honolulu, 1420 AM and 92.7 FM.
Kamana Nahaku 0 for 3. First pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. 12-4 Cal Poly. We're in the top of the 9th inning. But Hawaii's got the first 2 on base with nobody out. Cooper, the right-hander, ready. His pitch. That's upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cal Poly with a win would have at least a share of first place in the standings. It depends what UC Irvine does a little bit later on today. 1-1. Nahaku drives this back and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I know what some of you are thinking, and I was thinking about not saying it, but I'll say it anyway. Hawaii's been down in the 9th inning before by large numbers. Remember the 10 runs scored in the 9th against CSUN? Wasn't thinking about going there. As this pitch, check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. On a pitch that was borderline at the edge of the zone. It's 2-2. But you know, first 2 on, nobody out. You never know. Hawaii doesn't like to go away quietly. It's been the MO of this team all year. 2-2. Nahaku sends this in the air toward right field. Kordick, the right fielder, will settle. He will come in and make the catch. Tag it up from third, Miura. He scores, and it's 12-5. The RBI for Nahaku is the 24th on the year. Biggest thing is you traded a run for an out. As Sage Lancaster will come up. Lancaster has singled. He is 1 for 4. That run brought to you by Sports Stand Sporting Goods. It's not just sporting goods, it's a way of life. Pitch to Lancaster, swings, and muscles it out of play to the right. 0-1. Hawaii would, in a loss, fall to 10-7. Cal State Fullerton out of conference, so they're not moving anywhere at 9-6. 0-1. Swing, softly hit off the mound comes Cooper. He'll set, throw to first in time. Ziegler Namoa over to second, and there's 2 away. So Hawaii down to its final out. Jared Quant, who has 3 hits, is 3 for 4. Singles in the 3rd, the 5th, and the 8th. He has 1 streak that is in jeopardy here. An RBI streak of 5 in a row, 5 games in a row. Pitch to Quan. Down and away. Ball 1. There's some Let's Go Mustangs chants. 28-92, the announced attendance here today. 1-0. That's a called strike. Had some slide movement on the outside edge. 1-1. Outfield playing straight up. Ziegler Namoa at third. 1-1. Quant swings, lines this to left field, right at Fakini. He will make the catch. And Cal Poly secures game number 2. And 12-5, Cal Poly win over Hawaii, which evens the series at 1 game apiece and sets up an intriguing game 3 coming up tomorrow. 12 runs, 13 hits, no errors for Cal Poly. 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors for Hawaii. We'll come back. The final numbers in a moment. 12-5 your final. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
The Hawaii Wall and Ceiling Industry Association is looking for skilled drywall installers, finishers, and cement plasterers. Whether you're a journeyman or an apprentice, we offer great opportunities for career growth in Hawaii's thriving construction industry. You'll enjoy benefits like health insurance, paid vacation, and a retirement plan. If you're dependable and excited about being part of a great industry, call Lisa at 808-271-4195 or go to hwcia.com. That's hwcia.com and apply.
Aloha from Waiakea. As a proud corporate sponsor of University of Hawaii Athletics, we're committed to keeping our athletes and fans hydrated with delicious volcanic water straight from the Big Island. Rooted in Hawaiian values, we believe in honoring the Aina, land, supporting our community, and living with aloha in everything we do. You can find us at most stores across the islands or learn more at waiakea.com. Live aloha, drink Waiakea.
Sports Stand Sporting Goods is Hawaii's best baseball and softball store. At Sports Stand, you'll experience the largest selection of baseball and softball gloves and bats in Hawaii. You know the rules. Quality sporting goods always at a price you can afford. Stop by Sports Stand Sporting Goods in beautiful downtown Waipio, 94-547 Ukea Street, Suite 303. Or give them a call at 808-676-STAND. That's 808-676-7826. Remember, at Sports Stand, it's not just sporting goods, it's a way of life.
Aloha! Looking for a financial institution that understands your needs? At Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union, we're committed to helping you live your best financial life. Whether you're looking for a great savings account, low-interest loans, or the best in personal banking, we've got you covered with great rates and friendly service. Plus, we're locally owned, so you're more than just a member. You're family. For life. Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union, serving Hawaii with aloha every step of the way. Become a member today at hificu.com or visit us in person. Membership open to Oahu and Maui residents. Federally insured by NCUA.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Cal Poly takes game 2 of this series, 12-5 over Hawaii, improving the Mustangs' record to 24-9, 13-1 in the Big West Conference. Hawaii falls to 24-9 and 10-7 in the Big West Conference. Let's roll out today's final stats, brought to you by Abbey Carpet and Floor. Experience the Abbey difference. 12 runs, 13 hits, no errors for Cal Poly. 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors for Hawaii. The winning pitcher, Chris Downs, out of the bullpen. 3 1/3 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, no walks. He improves to 4-0. Losing pitcher was Liam O'Brien, and this was, I think, an eye-opener on a number of different levels. The plate discipline, or I shouldn't say plate discipline, the ability to find the strike zone has already been kind of iffy to begin with, and today was at its worst for O'Brien. 4 runs, 4 walks, no hits. He threw 21 pitches, although some of that had to be attributed to Gonzalez because of the walk that went to, that was charged to O'Brien. So technically O'Brien threw just 16 pitches. 14 of them were outside the zone. But he did not retire a single batter, and O'Brien falls to 2-2. Some of the offensive numbers in this game: Cal Poly got a couple of hits from Ryan Fenn, a couple of hits from Alejandro Garza, 3 from Nate Castellon, 2 for Cam Hoyland. RBI from 7 different Mustang players: Fenn, Garza, Collins, Kordick with 1, Murray Jr. and Hoyland with 2. Castellon drove in 3. On Hawaii's end, of its 13 hits, 2 for Miura, 3 for Quant, Faldo and Donahue 2 apiece. RBI from Nahaku, Takimoto, Faldo, and Donahue drove in 2 with a couple of RBI singles. Time of the game, 2 hours, 59 minutes. Tickets issued 2,892. Another really solid crowd here on the campus of Cal Poly. We'll come back, highlights in a moment. 12-5, Cal Poly over Hawaii this afternoon. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Are you someone who tries to drive while distracted by your phone? Someone who props it on the steering wheel, or peeks down at it for a glance, or just scrolls and scrolls? If so, you could be the next person to get into a fender bender, get a ticket, veer off the road, or even cause a crash that kills you or someone else. Enough already. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, voted Hawaii's best carpet and flooring company. Stop by Abbey's showroom on Nimitz Highway and see the amazing 7MTC flooring. This revolutionary product is made out of melamine. It's resistant to fading, stains, and even pet scratches. Come by and see the Scratch Test Challenge. 7MTC, available now at Abbey Carpet and Floor.
Abbey Carpet and Floor, where Hawaii goes for flooring.
Contractor's license number C19140.
In Hawaii, when meeting new people, we ask, what school did you go to? It's how we get to know each other.
Hi, this is James from Mililani.
Angela Rice from Kapolei.
I'm Clint Harris, and I'm from Kamehameha Kapalama. At Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Water Cleanup, you already know us. We've been around since 1935, so you can hire a Kama'aina team backed by a powerful national brand. For commercial plumbing, you'll enjoy the ease of flat rates and great warranties. Trust us to be a part of your team. Call or visit rotorooter.com. Mahalo.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
Cal Poly over Hawaii 12-5. Let's go through the highlights from this game. And certainly, if you're a Hawaii fan, the highlights weren't very good for you in the first inning when Liam O'Brien was credited with 4 consecutive walks. He didn't last in this game. Sebastian Gonzalez did, and even though Gonzalez did give up 3 runs on 7 hits. I'm going to call Gonzalez our player of the game. He shined the brightest. Brought to you by IBEW Local 1186, lighting your path to the future. Why? Because he pitched 6 innings, and he should have been asked to pitch 6 innings in the first place. But that was his second longest outing as a Rainbow Warrior, and that coming out of the bullpen after 6 1/3 last year against UC Santa Barbara. Gave up his first 3 hits in his relief role at Hawaii in this game. But he did come on in the first inning. Run came in on a walk. Casey Murray Jr. had a sac fly RBI, so it was already 2-0 in the first. Nate Castellon would come in and make it worse. 0-2 is a slow roller, left side. Lancaster charges, he can't handle it. And that's going to bring in a run. It's going to be an infield hit that will score Garza from third, and it's now 3-0. Next batter to face Gonzalez would be Cam Hoyland. Gonzalez, his pitch This is hard hit right side. That gets through into right field. They're going to wave around Collins. Here comes the throw home. It's cut off by Ziegler Namoa. And it's 4-0 Cal Poly on the Hoyland RBI. That would be everything that Cal Poly would get there in that first inning. They scored 4. Hawaii would try to find a way to battle back. They would get a couple on with 1 out in the second inning. And Jordan Donahue facing Cal Poly starter Josh Volmerding. Volmerding looks at second, the pitch. Runners go, and Donahue bounces it through. Base hit left side. It's knocked down by the shortstop. Runners trying to come home. The throw is late. Takemoto's going to score. And it is 4-1. Takemoto scored from second base on an infield grounder that was knocked down by Castellon. But that's all Hawaii would get because a double play, 6-4-3 off the bat of Miura, would end the inning. Hawaii got one more on a Takemoto sac fly, so it was 4-2 through 2.5 innings. But Cal Poly would then start to extend things in the third. Castellon facing Gonzalez. Runner goes. This one line into left center field, base hit. This one's going to head all the way to the fence. Murray Jr. rounding third. He's going to come in and score on an RBI double from Castellon. It is 5-2. That's the first run charged to Gonzalez as a reliever this year. There would be more, however. Flash forward to inning number 6. It was 5-2 going into the 6th. And Cam Hoyland with 2 out. It was him again facing Gonzalez. 2-0. This is hit hard in the air out to right center. Quant on the track at the wall. Watches it go. Home run, Cam Hoyland. Over the right center field fence. His 4th home run of the season, and it's 6-2. And then in the 7th, that's where it all would start to fall apart. Gonzalez gave up a triple to Vakini. That would be it for him. Zach 10 came in the game, gave up an RBI single to Fenn that would give up a Garza single. Collins would walk. Casey Murray Jr. with a sac fly RBI would score Garza. Before that, there was a wild pitch. So you already had 3 runs come in that 7th inning. Then another sac fly RBI from Kordic. 4 in at that point. It was 10-2, and then the cherry on top of the 7th was Castellon facing Hawaii's bullpen. Swing and a drive deep out to left field. Nahaku at the track, Nahaku at the wall. That one's gone. Nate Castellon's 2nd home run of the year, and it's 11-2. Hawaii got a couple more in the top of the 8th. Gave one back in the bottom of the 8th. Ultimately, Hawaii would score 1 in the 9th, but not enough in a 12-5 final. We'll come back. We'll take a look at the Big West scoreboard and set things up for the finale tomorrow between Hawaii and Cal Poly. Your final here, Mustangs 12, Rainbow Warriors 5. This is Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Dreaming of owning a home? At Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union, we're here to make it happen. With competitive rates and a local team who understand the Hawaii housing market. Whether you're looking to buy your first home or upgrading, our friendly, experienced team is here to guide you every step of the way. For details or today's rates, call our mortgage hotline at 808-844-8048 or visit hawaiiusafcu.com/mortgages. Hawaii USA, life matters. An equal housing lender.
How do you get 100% of your work done when you're 40% short-staffed? Across Hawaii, city and state departments grapple with thousands of vacant positions. And with fewer workers, that means longer lines at the DMV, delayed building permits, and slowdowns in essential services. The government could resolve this by offering more competitive wages and benefits. For you, we hope they do. A message brought to you by HGEA, because Hawaii works best when we do.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball on ESPN Honolulu.
12-5 Cal Poly over Hawaii this afternoon. The Big West scoreboard while we have a moment. Earlier today, UC San Diego comes from behind to defeat CSUN 9-5. Cal State Bakersfield up 1-0 on Long Beach State, top of the first inning, and looking for more. They've got the bases loaded with one out there. Everything else coming up a little bit later. Well, actually, UC Irvine and UC Davis just getting underway, and that's a scoreless game, bottom of the first inning. Also going on top three, number 8 Oregon State up 11-0 on Cal State Fullerton. All 11 of those runs have come in the third inning. A little bit later on, I think we've got, UC Riverside and UC Santa Barbara. That actually just getting underway. So everything's either done or they've gotten started. 4-0 UC Santa Barbara. That's in the top of the first. So big game tomorrow from a couple of different perspectives. On the Hawaii side, you're coming off of a series loss against Long Beach State. Yes, you did get one win in this series, but winning series, especially for your resume, is important. And even though Cal Poly, as good of a team as they are, Hawaii would like to steal a series on the road. They're going to be asking Cooper Walls, the freshman, to try to do just that tomorrow. If you're Cal Poly right now, where you're sitting at the top of the standings, you want to stay there. UC Irvine is going to have their battles with UC Davis, but positioning important. Cal Poly's nearing the midway point of their conference season. So staying near the top at this point gives you good positioning going to the back half of the year. Ethan Marby, the sophomore, will go for Cal Poly coming up tomorrow. It is interesting on so many different levels. Also for Hawaii, I mean, look at what's ahead. You've got 2 top 50 RPI teams next week with USC on Tuesday and then UC Irvine nationally ranked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it almost feels like tomorrow is a must-win in a way for Hawaii, because that following week is going to be very treacherous with USC and UC Irvine coming up. Again, your final, 12-5, Cal Poly over Hawaii. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Our coverage begins at 9:30 with Rainbow Warrior Countdown. Our thanks to our studio producer, Tanner Hayworth, for our great crew, Josh Pacheco, so long from San Luis Obispo, California. 12-5, Mustangs win over the Rainbow Warriors. Game night coming up next. You've been listening to Hawaii Baseball on ESPN Honolulu, presented by Sports Stand Sporting Goods. We'll see you tomorrow here from the Central Coast.
Rainbow Warrior Baseball, presented by Sports Stand Sporting Goods on ESPN Honolulu, has been brought to you by
Hawaii Pacific Health, Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union, IBEW Local 1186, the Hawaii Wall and Ceiling Association, MotoGen Medical, Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Water Cleanup, Ushijima Architects, Young's Fish Market, HGEA, Lex Brody's Tire Company, Napa Auto Parts, Waiakia Water, Castle Resorts and Hotels, Dial Electric Supply, Abbey Carpet and Floor, Hardware Hawaii, Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union, H-Camp, Spectrum, and the Hawaii Building and Construction Trades Council.
The preceding has been an exclusive presentation of ESPN Honolulu, your home for University of Hawaii sports. This has been a live presentation of ESPN Honolulu. We now return to your regular programming.
Podcast with Bob Myers and Draymond Green at the same time.
Ooh.
And it was after Durant left. And Myers and Green had not talked about it. And they talked about it for the first time on Woj's pod.
Wow.
Which was unreal. And I'm like, this is one of the greatest things I've ever heard in my life. So I listened to the Woj pod twice because I'm like, this is remarkable how good this is. But are we saying that of our ESPN on ESPN fandom, right? See, like you're allowed to like the people you work with and allowed to root for the people you work with. I know it's a novel concept for some people out there. No, I'm serious. Like we all like.
I know, but it sounds like you're taking aim.
Oh, I swear to God, I'm not. I don't even know who I would be taking aim at. But anyway,
gotcha.
So, are 2 of the 3 people on the show, our number 1 person we're a fan of at ESPN is Wendy?
He's on my Mount Rushmore.
Like, who's your number one person you're a fan of at ESPN? CC. Because I think Smalls and I both have Wendy number one.
Well, mine is Elle Duncan.
Okay, so you have Elle Duncan.
Elle Duncan can do no wrong in my eyes. She is a superstar amongst superstars.
I hate playing this game because somebody's going to feel the way.
No, well,
you're just complimenting yourself.
Yes. I'm not playing favorites. I'm not doing it.
I'm just thinking, who have you hyped in a way? Perkins. You love Perkins.
Oh, he's
love
amazing.
Marcus Spears, but you're biased because that's your friend and you
But
play
he's
with
also
him.
amazing.
Yeah. You've hyped him. Who else have you hyped?
I mean, Stephen A. Smith helped me get to where I'm at right now.
No question.
So,
The King, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, but not Wendy. You want to really make sure it's clear.
I love Wendy. I love Wendy. There's mutual respect.
Wendy's the best.
Love Wendy.
But even when we were watching Lakers Mavs during the halftime show, when I was telling Evan, they cut to the studio and Wendy's like, if I was a Dallas Mavericks fan, and he's just such a compelling storyteller. He really knows how to get across his opinion and his information in such an entertaining way.
Smalls is not like an out of nowhere texter. She texted me at halftime like, look at him. Look at how good he is with the storytelling with Wendy.
I knew you'd be watching.
Oh, so good. All right. So it is the final weekend of the NBA season, 1 p to 4 p Eastern on Sunday. I'll be a part of the show hosting with Andre Snellings here on ESPN Radio. The team's on the doorstep of change. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a team, and you tell me what could potentially happen with them this offseason. All right? Because we are at that point where next week we are more likely than not going to be on the air at some point between 6 and 10 a.m. Eastern, and Shams is going to report something about an NBA team blowing something up. Okay? I'm going to give you the team. You tell me what you think could happen with this team over the next week, 2 weeks, 2 months, etc. Phoenix Suns.
They got to blow it up.
Define blowing it up, though.
Explore trades for Kevin Durant. Take calls on Devin Booker, see what that is. Like, I know they don't want to move him, but the only guy that they potentially can't move off of is Brad Beal because nobody in the NBA wants that contract based on the play on the court. So, yeah, I think Phoenix can't justify paying $150 million into the tax next year for a team that can't even make the play-in tournament. So they're going to trade some pieces this offseason. I'd be surprised if Kevin Durant was on that team at the start of next year, and I can't rule out that Devin Booker might be gone out of the desert too.
I'm the same way when it comes to Devin Booker. I know that they do not want to move on from him. He's obviously the face of that franchise and is an incredible player. And it doesn't seem like Matt Ishbia would be keen to do that. But you don't have draft flexibility. You don't have cap flexibility. Your team has pieces that are getting older. You're not going to be better next year, especially if Kevin Durant is out of the equation. So what are you going to do? Hang on to Devin Booker to be in purgatory in a situation that's not going to get better moving forward? What do you think is going to happen? I just see it going down like a Damian Lillard type path where if he stays there, eventually he's going to get frustrated because he knows how good he is and he has a finite amount of time left to win. And you would want to get something, or at least the most for him that you possibly could before it gets ugly. I don't think moving Devin Booker should be off the table.
You know what's amazing about what you just said in the comp for Dame Lillard, because it makes a lot of sense? I'm going to guess when you just said that, you and 99% of the audience forgot that Devin Booker was in the finals a few years ago with a completely different team that they voluntarily broke up for no reason. Damian Lillard never went to the finals of the Blazers. This Suns team was in the finals a few years ago and blew the whole thing up for no apparent reason, which is just wild to think about.
Dame is kind of my template for some of these things where I think about players who have been really loyal to an organization, been really great to an organization, that with everybody, in today's NBA, there's likely to be an expiration date.
All right, next team. What could they do this offseason? Philadelphia 76ers.
Get rid of everybody, not named Tyrese Maxey or Jared McCain. Get rid of all of them. I don't know if you're going to be able to get rid of Joel Embiid.
Let's play this out.
I don't know if anybody's going to I don't know if anybody's going to be willing to meet an asking price that makes sense, but I would explore the potential trading of Joel Embiid. Paul George is as good as gone. I don't expect him to be on the team next year.
That's what I want to play out with you.
Yeah.
Let's play out the Paul George part of this. Yeah. If you're the Sixers, are you trading him to get him off the team? And what I mean by that is, like, my team in Miami, just as an argument, for argument's sake, needs to do something this offseason. They have Duncan Robinson at $19 million expiring and Terry Rozier at $26 million expiring after the season. Are you trading him literally like, I don't care who I get, as long as it's off my books? Is that the kind of thing that you're saying?
Yeah, well, clearing cap space is not nothing.
Well, but it may be nothing because that's what they did for this offseason.
Well, it did that this offseason in order to get Paul George. They
How'd that
signed him
work
at
out?
free agency. Yeah, but I don't think it's impossible to look at Philadelphia as a free agent destination, especially with Tyrese Maxey as the centerpiece of what you're building around.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
This is Freddie and Harry on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
The transfer portal has made it almost impossible for mid-major schools to have a chance to have that kind of George Mason kind of run. If anything, the minute that the transfer portal was not regulated early, a lot of guys said, well, now I can really trade up and I don't have to worry about sitting out a year if I want to do something like that.
Check out more from Freddie and Harry weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
I'm giving CC a ride in a couple of weeks to the airport.
I'm nervous about it.
We realize
because he drives slow enough to drive Miss Daisy. Like when you're driving in New York City and there's that person that's doing 40 miles an hour in the far left lane that's not passing anyone, that's Evan Cohen, y'all.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday mornings starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2.
You have cancer. There's nothing you can do to prepare yourself.
Round 1 of chemotherapy. I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna survive. There's no way I'm gonna let this take over me.
Cancer doesn't care what you look like, who you are.
It may not save my life. It may save my children's lives. It may save someone you love.
You ready to get this cancer about you? Let's do it.
Live. Fight like hell. And when you get too tired to fight, let somebody else fight for you.
Because of all the donations, mine is one of the lives that's been saved.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Visit v.org/donate.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm John Ryder. Rory McIlroy with a commanding third round in Augusta.
Rory McIlroy to be the first player this year to get to 12 under par, 5 feet for eagle, back, through, left.
Got it. There's redemption for you. It was a double bogey on Thursday. It was an eagle today when he needed it most. Rory McIlroy is now 12 under for the Masters.
Call on Sirius XM Masters Radio, and McIlroy shot a 66 for the second straight day. He had 2 eagles, including that one you just heard, as the lead at 12 under after 3 rounds of the Masters. Bryson DeChambeau made a long birdie putt on 18 to close within 2 shots of the lead. Tennessee and quarterback Nico Malava have parted ways. He's expected to enter the transfer portal and was looking for a raise in NIL money. Men's college hockey national title game. It's early in the third period. Western Michigan leads Boston University 3-2 in St. Louis. You can watch it on ESPN2. It's Western Michigan's first time playing in the title game. In the NHL, the Rangers and Islanders both eliminated from playoff contention Hurricanes blow out the Rangers 7-3. The Flyers